Hello, hello, hello. Who's ready for an Origin PC live build? I think, chat, are you there? Can I hear you? Are you awake? I hope you're awake. Because we have a epic Mighty Mouse PC coming up. It's a Millennium. So let's get to it. You may notice that it is not Alexis in the seat right now. It is I, Lewis, and our new first-time builder, Omar. So we got a team here. It's first-time live build streaming, and we're doing it for someone that's incredibly skilled and amazing in general, and that is for Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. So again, my name is Lewis. I'm your host. Omar is the builder. You can say hi, Omar, because your mic is on.
Yep. Hey guys, how's it going?
I'll be asking him questions about the PC and whatnot. Omar's going to go ahead and get start by opening up these parts. I'm going to talk about what we got going on in Origin PC right now. So, as Omar's opening up these parts, actually, Omar, hold on 1 second, because we want to actually show what's inside these boxes. So first, we're going to talk about what's going on over at Origin PC. All right, so right now we have a back-to-school special, Origin PC 101, the best supplies for school and gaming. If you purchase any gaming laptop, you get free US ground shipping, a free upgrade to a 2TB Seagate FireCuda Hybrid HDD. That's a $100 value, actually, so you get a nice 2TB hard drive with your PC. And a bunch of digital game codes, including the Intel Performance Bundle, if you get Intel Core i7, including Cuphead, Total War Warhammer 2, a free Star Trek Online Gamma Vanguard Starter Pack, a free $60 Neverwinter in-game pack, a free $100 Tryon Worlds in-game credit, and a free digital Steam key for Shroud of the Avatar. And for gaming desktops, it's pretty much the same thing, except on the hard drive front, you get a free upgrade to a 1TB Seagate FireCuda hard drive. Either way, free hard drives for everyone that gets a PC, which is pretty useful, especially if, you're going to school and you need to store, some homework or some big assignments or, storing games. That helps because, game storage is getting over the top right now. Also, we have a giveaway underway with EVGA. We're celebrating their 19th anniversary. This is a combo team-up between Origin PC, EVGA, and Swifty. You might have seen this on social. I will be getting up the link about this giveaway in chat. All right, hold on there, guys. I'll get you the link. Actually, can one of the mods get the link in chat? Because I don't have a quick link accessible right now. Also, shout out to Crucian. I see you there. And Origin PCCO, saying hi to everyone, and NanoKitten. Hey guys, and everyone else in chat. Alright. Can we get a link up? Alright, I'm hoping that one of you guys can get the link up. I'm gonna move on to the next thing. So speaking of school, we currently have a special promotion going on with NVIDIA. Again, we were just talking about the laptops earlier, but our Evo 15S is currently highlighted here as a ideal laptop for back to school. So just go back to school with the laptop that can let you get chicken dinners at night and get A's during the day, hopefully. And also tomorrow we have another live build. Hopefully Alexis will be hosting this one. But it's for Swifty, who actually will be in the studio since he's not too far from us. So he will be here. It will be a PC powered by NVIDIA GeForce and by Intel Core Plus. So I believe it's an i9 as well, but I'm not too sure. And speaking of Swifty again, tomorrow we have a special guest, and that's Swifty for Origin PC Live. Some of you guys that are watching might know that I'm the producer, writer for the show, so I'm usually behind the scenes, but for today I'm in front of the camera. Anyways, let's get to it. Omar, what do we got there in front of you?
Alright, so actually for those, we have an EVGA X299 dark version motherboard.
So that is for the X299 motherboard, correct? And also, can you move your mic up to you just a little bit?
Yep.
Oh, is that Mighty Mouse? Oh man, Mighty Mouse in the house.
Yo.
Oh man, it's pretty exciting. So, yeah, Kuzi's currently MIA. So we're here backing him up, Team Origin PC, repping the house. It's not just one person that does all this stuff, by the way. It's multiple people. All right, so Omar's currently unboxing the motherboard. So what do we got? Typical stuff, cables.
Good stuff. SATA cables, the slide bridges. More SATA cables. USB 3.0.
Yep.
Better. Shield. Oh, these nice little fun stuff. And the most important part, the manual.
The manual. Don't throw that away, please. I thought you were about to toss it aside. I was gonna cry. I was like, no, he doesn't need the manual. He's that good. No, maybe you need it. Have you built or have you worked with this motherboard before, Omar?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is yeah. I think we've done one system so far with this.
Okay. Yeah, so this is an X299 board. Actually, while you're opening that up, let me jump to the specs quickly so you guys know what we're dealing with today. By the way, I've seen these specs. They're crazy. So we got an Origin PC New Millennium on standard orientation with black internal with custom panels, which we'll show you guys later on. An 850 watt EVGA Supernova G3 power supply. EVGA black sleeve cables. The EVGA X299 dark motherboard, which we're about to finish unpacking here. The Origin Frostbite 360 cooler. Intel Core i9-7980XE 18-core processor. 18 cores. Now you think about it, like, you know, the mainstream ones are currently 6 cores, so you get the 8700K. This is an 18-core beast, which is gonna shred it in gaming and streaming and whatever you throw at it. We also have Intel Optane memory, 32 gigabytes for Intel Core Plus Action, because this is an Intel Core Plus machine. A single EVGA 11 gigabyte NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti. A 32 gigabytes of Origin PC approved DDR4 RAM at 2933 megahertz. I didn't know that was a number until just seeing that today. Omar, did you know that? The 2933?
What? Sorry?
The 2933 megahertz RAM?
Oh, yeah. No, I actually didn't know about it. I thought the most even one that they actually leveled out was like either 3000 or 3200.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, 29? Anyways, moving on, we have the 480 gigabyte HyperX Savage SSD, a 2 terabyte Western Digital Black HDD, a 480 gigabyte Intel Optane SSD 900p. So by the way, this system is fully Optane outfitted, so storing files, loading games is going to be exceptionally fast. The Elgato Gaming 4K 60 Pro capture card, which we have on the side over there, Windows 10 Home, the Origin PC, Wooden Crate Armor, and the warranty. So let's look at that motherboard. Oh, what do we got there? Could you put it up to the camera?
Yep. Here it is in all its glory.
All right. So what do we have there? Could you point out the parts or the notable parts of the motherboard?
Yeah. So middle parts, such as like where you place the RAM.
Yeah.
CPU goes right here. Has this nice little kind of step-by-step instructions.
Yeah, for the CPU.
Just under the sockets. We got our 5.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
We got 5 PCIe 16 time slots. So you could either do a 4-way SLI bridge, you could do 2-way, and then you could have other peripherals on these other slots. And then it has all the dedicated fans on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's 3 fans on the board. I haven't seen a board with fans on it, maybe because I haven't been in the back too much. But what are the fans for?
Yeah, so let's say the fans are actually to dissipate heat all throughout the heat sinks that are actually placed on top of the motherboard. Everything from the 24 pin to the 2 8 pins right up here. And I believe, yeah, that's the only fan, because I thought that there was going to be another fan in here to dissipate the heat coming off of the resistors. But everything is just right up here.
Okay, Omar, could you move the mic just a little bit closer? Sorry.
Yeah, so everything's just kind of up here to dissipate the heat. And then I thought there was actually going to be another fan up here.
Mm-hmm.
But it was actually just all the holes and grommets that they have.
All right.
It's pretty nice.
Cool. All right, so we can go ahead and remove all the slips and whatnot. So, questions. I see we got a couple more questions in the chat. So I'll let Omar get the board prepped. All right, let's see what we got. Dead to Beam Stream, does Origin ship to Europe, Belgium? Okay, so I'm not sure if this is your first time watching these streams, but there's an ongoing thing where we talk about how we actually ship worldwide. So on the website, if you go on to the site, I actually have it up here open over here, you can select where to ship or where to ship to. And we also have a little soundbite about that. So I'll go ahead and press it, see if it works.
We ship worldwide.
Okay, it works. So we do ship worldwide. If you have any questions, you can contact our sales team, and they'll be more than happy to actually give you specifics as to how much shipping would cost. All right, let's see what we got. And as a reminder, we're actually streaming on 5 platforms. So shout out to Facebook, Mixer, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. So I'm actually going to pose a little challenge to you guys, to anyone that's watching. So our YouTube friends, because I see you there. Let's see if you can... Okay, hold up. Have you heard of... Okay. This is a message to our YouTube friends. Twitch, and everyone else will get to you. YouTube friends. Could you tell me what processor we're using and how many cores are on it? There's no giveaways associated with it, so I'm curious if you're awake. Other streams, you can jump in and answer it for them, because I know you guys are probably going to answer it. But it's just a shout out to our YouTube friends. Twitter friends, unfortunately, can't communicate to them too well. But YouTube. Oh, YouTube's on it. 18 cores. Actually, the specs are scrolling down here, so eventually you'll see the CPU pass by if it hasn't already. Pentium 1, 166 megahertz, 6 cores. And these guys are on it. YouTube, you're on it, man. Good job.
Here we're going to be unboxing the Core i9.
Speaking of the devil, there's the processor, and look at that gold.
Listen.
And that's how you know it's premium, because it's gold, because normally Intel has different colors, but when you pull out the gold, it's serious. So as you were talking about, this is an 18-core processor. Now you're thinking, why would I need 18 cores? Are you streaming? Yes. Are you using it for graphic stuff? Maybe. Are you doing some hardcore gaming? Or maybe you want to game twice? Can't actually, you probably could do game twice. You could probably run Crysis like 20 times on it. Don't quote me on that. But it's definitely a powerhouse CPU that can allow you to do pretty much anything. So Omar, can you show us the CPU on camera?
Yes. Here we go. Right
There it is. A little glare over there. But that is it. 18 cores of CPU goodness right there.
There it is.
Look at that. All right. Let's go ahead and get that seated. RGB, who's it? This build for is for Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. He's actually in chat right now. Now, if you don't know who Mighty Mouse is, oh man, this guy's, he's the best. So I've actually worked with him personally, because I'm not sure if you guys have seen the April Fool's video, but he's just amazing. Undefeated champ, uncontested, or what you call it. I can go on and on, but he's also a huge gamer. Actually, that's one of the reasons, because Mighty Mouse actually does streaming on Twitch. Actually, can one of the mods... Actually, I think one of you guys could probably link to his Twitch, but greatest of all time. Totally agree with that, pound for pound. He does streaming on Twitch. He plays PUBG, plays UFC. Ironically, as himself and other people in UFC. It's pretty funny. And he's overall a great guy. Again, you know, it's really awesome working with him for the April Fool's video. So... And now we're building this actually, this is really epic for a streaming PC, because normally streaming PCs don't even have GPUs. But this one does. It has a 1080 Ti. And that's where the processor comes in. Honestly, that's why the processor is pretty hefty compared to everything else on the computer. So, thank you, Crucian. There's some links. Awesome. And thank you, Hershades, for the links.
Did you go over the specs with the spec page?
Yeah, we already went over it. Do you want me to point something out, or?
No, just gonna say we're gonna now see the RAM.
All right, so there Omar is holding, that is 32 gigabytes of that strange number of RAM, which we'll jump to right there. So 32 gigabytes of Origin PC approved DDR RAM at 2933 megahertz. And that is actually HyperX? That's HyperX. So HyperX providing the RAM for this PC. So 32 gigs, 18 cores. It's a lot. It's perfect for streaming. All right.
Perfect for anything, honestly.
It is perfect for anything, especially for gaming. But again, this is for streaming, so it's doing a lot of the encoding and dealing with the heavy load. So, let's see what we got. Omar, do you have your anti-shock thing? Because everyone always asks. I just want to double check.
No, I'm always either touching the case that I have over there, or just touching other objects, like using the drill, touching the tip of this. Not necessarily. I don't really always have the anti-static.
Okay,
on.
and plus we're in Florida.
And I have it on the anti-static rag
Yeah.
and just everything and always touching stuff.
Yeah, so Omar is a trained professional. He knows what he's doing. But again, this is Florida, so static doesn't build up as much as, say, the north. So he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, the humidity kind of catches it.
And the humidity, I mean, you can't even see it here, but thankfully my hair isn't doing a big poof right now, because if I go outside, this hair goes poof. So, all right, let's see. What is the motherboard called?
Yeah.
This is the EVGA X299 Dark motherboard. Actually, let me get some links here. I'm gonna get this giveaway link on quick standby, so I can just get it to you guys quick. All right, so we do have a giveaway going on, and I saw someone asking about it. It's with the EVGA I mentioned earlier, but we can go ahead and talk about it now
Super short.
while Omar is installing the RAM.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and post it in YouTube. There's your link. Mixer. There's your link, I think. Nope. Come on, Mixer.
Okay. What else we got? Ooh. Intel Optane memory.
Intel Optane memory. Go ahead and show that off.
Optane memory.
So that's the memory that's going to be paired with the Western Digital hard drive. So what's going to happen is it's going to accelerate it. So actually on that note, let's talk about Optane a little bit.
Let's get it.
Go ahead and unbox it.
Got it.
Actually, her shades, could you jump on Mixer and post the giveaway link there? Actually, if you're in Mixer, you can see the link. It's above. It's around. It was posted last week, I believe. Or I think it's there. I think it's there. Okay, good. Double checking. Bam. Thank you.
Oh, we all miss Kuzio.
We all do miss him. Because, you know, getting sick is not fun. I mean, I know. Ugh. You wake up like in the middle of the night and you just feel horrible. And you want to go to work and you can't. That's the worst feeling, when you actually want to go to work. And then all of a sudden you can't go to work. Because you're fighting everything inside of you to try to go, but can't. But that's why we're here. We're backing them up. And we're doing this live build. Alright, so on this note, we're going to go hop and talk about some Intel Core Plus. There it is. It's kind of tiny. Put it up to the camera and then we'll transition to the site. So that little stick right there is Intel Optane memory. And no. Get out of here, top cam. There you go. Okay, so this is our website, which we talked about, Intel Core Plus. So this system that we're building for Mighty Mouse is an Intel Core i+ system, specifically an i9 Plus system, because it comes with Optane memory. Hey, what is that name tag doing? Get out of there, name tag. Sorry. Okay, so as you can see here, we got the Intel Core Plus setup over here. Scroll down. Now, I keep saying Intel Core i+, but what does that really mean? So if you get an unlocked processor and a high-end one such as the 8800K or the i7-8700K or the i9 processor that we have right now, and combine that with either Intel Optane memory, the M2 drive, which Omar was just holding, or the Intel Optane SSD, you get Intel Core i+, which gets you a crazy amount of performance, 60% smoother gameplay, 98% faster game launching, and 4 times faster level loading. Again, because it's accessing the files off the hard drive even faster. And plus the combination between, you know, the Intel Core processor and Optane memory. And of course, here's some cool... No, get out of here. Competitive level gaming, mega tasking, and an ultimate unlock CPU, plus the Intel Optane memory, which I've been talking about before. So again, combining those two gets you the Intel Core Plus power-up. And of course, this is with the 8th gen processor. And then here's some little info about the i7 version specifically. But if you want to check that out, it's currently on our site if you want to learn a little bit more about Intel Optane or Intel Core Plus and the whole combo system of combining the processor with the SSD or the memory, because again, it's both, because both of them are Optane powered. And bam, you got yourself a Core i+ system. All right, Omar, what are you up to?
Yeah, so the actual code thing that I just noticed and I totally forgot about earlier was that this motherboard specifically has its actual own closed compartment to put your M.2 in, and it's called the M.2 cooler, and it's specifically on this EVGA motherboard.
So the M.2 gets chilled or cooled.
Yeah,
right?
through the fan that would, which cools off all the slots, cools off this section of the motherboard, as well as the other chip that is under this cooler.
So the fan has its own cooling capabilities. Again, someone also mentioned earlier, again, it's a heat sink, and also it's good for overclocking, right?
Yeah, so let's say the M.2 would go right there under this cooler that goes on top. Pretty crazy.
All right, sounds good. So Omar's going to be installing the Intel Optane memory, which, by the way, I say memory, it's not a RAM stick, it goes into the M.2 slot. So does that fan make more noise? That's a good question. I don't think it does, because it's such a small fan.
Yeah.
What do you think, Omar? I don't know if you...
I think for, let's say, I mean, the way that the blades are formed, the way that it spins, and just how it's kind of enclosed within everything, I don't think noise is kind of going to be... It's just to kind of circulate the ambient air temperature that's kind of surrounding all of the chips and the circuits and the every little pieces and parts of the motherboard. So it's really just to kind of circulate it rather than...
Yeah, it's not like a hardcore fan like the fans that we have for the radiator or anything like that. Like those are the heavy duty ones that do make noise, but for good reason, because they help cool your computer.
Yeah.
All right.
So now we're closing that in.
So while he's closing that in, so in this live build, you guys can send us questions and we will answer them. Again, just to reiterate, this is Omar and my first time doing a live build because Kuzi's out unfortunately today, but he will be back tomorrow. Hopefully, cross fingers, knock on wood, do everything we can to bring him back tomorrow. Jazz hands, do everything.
Okay.
So if you got those questions, send them over. I will do my best to answer as many as I can, because I know with the second I open up the floodgates of questions, they're just going to keep coming.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm watching across multiple platforms, so I'm just going to be like, It's cool to be broadcasting across multiple platforms. The not so cool thing is when you're reading like different things. Okay, so let's jump to YouTube. What do we got? You guys get a lot of fully water-cooled builds. I do see them a lot. I've taken pictures of them. So what I also do at Origin PC, I take the photography. My official title is content specialist. So I do a lot of the writing, photography, and all that stuff, and production. So
I'm gonna bring over the case.
okay. So we do have a lot of water-cooled builds coming through here. We've actually done a couple like fully loop water-cooled builds on stream. You'd have to look through our YouTube to try to find them, but we might be doing some in the future, I think. Maybe I overheard something. You didn't hear it from me. Okay, let's jump to Twitch. Okay, excessive sensor. You do fine with a Ryzen 7 2007X processor and ROG Hero. I mean, again, Ryzen, those processors are great. 8-core processor is pretty good. If you're going to be using it for gaming, I think that's good to go. So, actually, let me turn on that name tag. I wish I flipped it around, though. Nope. See, it's going to be... Now, Omar, they're going to think you're me, and people are going to think that I'm you. Look at it. Did you see the name tag?
Oh, yeah, I see.
So, I'm Lewis. He is Omar. The names should be reversed, but what can you do?
I mean, you can just check on the hat how it says Buddy O.
So Buddy
Omar.
O is Omar, blue shirt is Lewis. So, all right, let's see. What could you get with a 950 decent PC? So the Trickwood Games army essentially is to search for those deals, essentially. If you can get good deals on specific parts, you can probably work with that budget, right? So you have to do a lot of digging online to try to get those correct. Yeah, the golden watch. I wish we had better identifiers. That's why I don't want to keep this name tag up, because it's going to be confusing. Also, Omar, if you need to talk, or if you want to talk, you have to move the mic towards you as close as possible. And let me know when you're using the drill, too, because we don't want to make everyone deaf.
Yeah. I'm just going to try to find a way how to
Mixer. Alright, Mixer's a little... Not too many people watching Mixer, but it's fine. We love Mixer. They're good people. Sometimes.
There you go. Hey.
Oh, look at that camera angle. Cool. So Omar's going to be building it with the PC sideways. So you're going to be mounting the motherboard, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so he's going to be mounting the motherboard right now.
Be throwing that on real quick. It's a pretty tall standoffs. And then we're gonna need these.
So this case that we're currently using is our own custom case. You can't find this anywhere else. This is the Origin PC Millennium, the new one, which we launched at CES earlier this year. Let me jump over to our site so you can see it. Give me 1 second. So, this is the case we're currently building with. It's called the Millennium. It's the full tower. It's, again, exclusive. We like to toot our own horn that it is exclusive. It's patented. You can't find this anywhere else. And it also has variable mounting. Today's build is not going to be variable mounted. It's going to be a standard build. But if we go to the page, I can show you what I'm talking about. All right, so variable mounting. What the heck does that mean? This is standard orientation, so you see this, you know, across multiple PC platforms. You got 90 degrees, so you can actually have the graphic cards vertical to the ground. Inverted, so the standard orientation, but the other way around. So you notice here the motherboard's actually inverted, hence the name inverted. And then 90 degrees inverted, so essentially the other side. So that's our Millennium case. And then we got, of course, a bunch of other cool features. You can learn more at originpc.com, and we also have our tempered and removable, easily to remove tempered glass or aluminum side panels. I can go on and on about this case, but you guys can go ahead and visit that on the site and learn more about the case. But let's go to the actual action. I don't even got a website. Let's get off the website.
The most essential, important part that is horrible when you forget to put on from the beginning.
So what's the proper name of that?
The I/O shield.
The I/O shield.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen horror stories. I mean, I'm not sure if you've seen PC horror, but when you put the I/O shield just like millimeters wrong, and you try to plug in the, and then you have to no, that's not a good situation.
And the amount of times I've actually gotten cut from the tips of my fingers just because of messing with the I/O shield or putting it on wrong. I've bled. Blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, that's pretty sharp. Yeah, you definitely don't want to get cut by your own computer. Although you can say that your computer did hurt you.
Yes.
You can't say that. It's like, oh, my computer hurt me. It's not an abusive relationship.
At the beginning, it's like Skynet.
Yeah, or Skynet. You know, it's gonna try to take over the world. It's like, oh, it's, you know, it's taking its own mind of its own. All right, let's see what's going on. I like hopping around the different chats because everyone has different things going on. So, opinion water cooling. It terrifies me personally, but if you have someone professional do it, or if you know, drill time. All right. So I'm just gonna be using the drill. So I'm gonna get his mic down a little bit because it's gonna get a little loud. So. You're good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because these are very fine screws.
All right, so he's gonna do that hand. So he's doing this by hand. If you've seen our previous live builds, sometimes we do, but as Omar said, these screws are pretty, they're really tiny, or are they fine? Oh, wow,
yeah,
look at that.
Just a very fine style.
Yeah, that's, I wouldn't use a drill on those.
Ah, yes, teamwork.
Whoa,
Ah,
what was that? Are my alerts on? Did someone sub? Donate? My alerts aren't on.
You can throw the alerts all the way up.
Hold up. I'm sorry. I wish I could call you out. Alright, turn them on. Let's see. Scott Pra with the resub. Thank you very much. See that? There you go. Got that. Alright, let me turn. I'll keep that on for now. And alerts are on now, so we'll get the goat popping up. Okay. Questions. I know I was trying to answer someone's question about water cooling, how it terrifies me. But it's also really cool when it does work. You know, the refilling the reservoir, that's not that intimidating once you know how to do it. Okay. I mean, those questions. While Omar is installing the motherboard. So first you're going to go with the motherboard, and then after that, what are you going to do?
Yeah, right after the motherboard, I'm going to put the power supply, and and then from the power supply, I'm gonna install the radiator with the
Okay.
fans, and then all the hard drives and whatnot, and then run all the cables to the back.
Okay.
And then bring them up to the front.
Okay, just a little quick fact. Everyone here builds differently. People have seen this before knows that, you know, John and PJ build differently. So Omar builds differently too. So we're getting a new perspective on building here at Origin PC.
Yes.
All right, let's see these questions again. Twitch. Might have the computer after the live build. Man, if we did, I wouldn't be here tomorrow, which wouldn't be a good thing. I like my job, I'm sorry. It's like, here, have a PC, have a PC. That's not a good ending. You'd think it'd be a good ending, but it's not. For maybe a good ending for you, but not for me. Okay, here's a question. How many of the NT15 laptops have you guys done after the update? I've had a hard time finding reviews of it, but I still ordered one anyways. So the NT15, actually let me jump onto our website because that's a good go-to for that. For the people that don't know what I'm talking about. Because I know what the NT15 is, but you guys might not. So this is the NT15. Oh. So have you guys done... Mitchell, if you could clarify more of the question, I can probably answer it more. I'm a little bit confused about it. Well, I'm just going to talk about the NT15 for now, but if you can add some more clarification, I can be more than happy to answer. Because currently our NT15 is an 8th gen, or has an 8th gen Intel Core processor. I don't want to spend too much time here on the site. It's our professional thin and light laptop, 15-inch screen. If it looks familiar, because it's our cousin of the Evo 15S, but this is the professional version, which is aimed at professionals seeking to do workstation style work. So that includes, you know, GPU work, encoding, programming, software development, and whatnot. And it also features workstation-ready graphics, which includes the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1070 8GB Max-Q design graphics card. All right, let's get out of here. Get off the site. Yeah, and that's correct. You can use the Pro Systems for gaming as well as for professional work. So if you're a true professional that actually needs these laptops for workstation style work, you can, you know, when work hours are off, you can go and play whatever you want. And also comes with Windows 10 Professional, so you get that perk as well. Okay, let's see what we got. YouTube, what do we got? Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with what you guys are saying. Will a GTX 1080 Ti run most games is high graphics? I'm assuming you're saying at. I believe definitely for sure. Of course, with every game it's different. Some games are more demanding than others. So say something like Overwatch, you can definitely run it ultra and max with extremely high FPS. Versus something like PUBG, which is a little bit more demanding. And of course, you might have to do some settings tweakings. But for the most part, the 1070 Ti can definitely run most games at high graphics. Again, it depends game by game. Let's see what we got. And I'm being humble with the 1070 Ti. Honestly, it's a really good card. I'm afraid I can't answer that question. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to quickly read these and answer them. Okay, here we go. My new Origin PC has DisplayPort and HDMI ports. Which gives the best resolution? I have an original Vodka Audio Quest. So technically both offer the same about performance. I mean, there's a more technical explanation about the ports themselves because I've done research on them for the website. The DisplayPort is definitely, the cable's shorter, especially if you use DisplayPort Mini. Actually, let me quickly jump on the website so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, perfect. I have it right here. So right there, that's the DisplayPort Mini. And of course, if you go to a desktop, it's completely different. So on a laptop, you have this port and the HDMI port. They're both about the same performance. This display does offer more bandwidth, if I'm correct. So you can actually get more bandwidth over DisplayPort. Actually, you can get exceptionally more bandwidth over USB-C, that's a new technology coming up. But of course, it also depends on what you're plugged into. Let me get this out of it. Get this out of here. Get out of here. Get this. No more website. I just like going to the website because it's good to, you know, if I'm talking about something to show you guys. But yeah, there's no best resolution with both of those cables. It just depends on, you know, you can try, actually my opinion would be to try both cables. They're pretty inexpensive. You can find them easily on Amazon and other websites. Try them both and see which one you like more. I like using HDMI personally because I'm using a 4K TV for my screen. So HDMI works for that end. All right, let's see what we got. Which is the best GPU for 3D rendering? So if you want to go to the top, there is a name for that GPU. Okay, so there's workstation graphics, which are really good for that kind of work. And we do offer extremely high-end workstation GPUs. But the one that we like to talk about here, the one that scares everyone, is the Titan V, which came out a couple months ago.
Yes.
So the Volta. Actually, I'm going to hop onto that site so you guys see what I'm talking about quickly. All right, so look at that. That is, I believe, Volta technology? Yeah, NVIDIA Volta GPU architecture. So yeah, this is definitely the top of the top, for sure.
Made out of solid gold.
Yeah, it's made out of solid gold. Not solid gold, but it's the gold color to make it, you know, more premium. But it's definitely impressive GPU. It's the one that, you know, you can say and everyone's gonna, ooh, ah, that one. But yeah, definitely the quadro graphics are the more high-end stuff. I just like talking about the Titan V because it's really cool. I've seen it in person and it's so cool. And when you see the benchmarks, you just kind of want to cry. All right, let's get out of here. So Omar, what are you doing? I saw you change the camera in the position of the PC.
Yeah, so I'm actually putting it now straight up. I took up the power supply shroud, and now we're gonna start installing the power supply, so I can run all the threaded cables later. Yeah, it's the EVGA Supernova 850G3, 850 watt gold.
Gold.
Gold plus.
Lots of gold today. We have the gold Intel. We have the gold power supply.
We got gold standoffs. Look at that.
And look at that, more gold.
More gold.
The only thing we're missing is just a gold side panel, which we could totally do if we had the infinity panels, but no one knows what the infinity panels are. Who am I kidding? Omar, do you want an infinity panel? No.
Yes, please.
Oh, he wants one.
My favorite one was the one that I saw, that it was the teleporting one.
Oh, that one's good.
You can literally teleport wherever you want just from your computer. You don't have to leave.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Get food from one place, get a drink from somewhere. Good.
Oh, here's a good question. Can you tell us how the Optane works with games? So again, like I mentioned before, Optane is really, really good for loading, right? So I think PUBG is probably the one example I'm gonna go to because I played a lot, and you can definitely see the loading go a lot faster. So let's say loading the map, not an issue. And of course, you know, PUBG has little bumps and whatnot with the bugs and whatnot. It's unoptimized in some parts, but it will speed stuff up on that front in terms of game performance, of loading. Because on our website, we actually explain that loading is so much faster. So that's the performance boost in the game side. And of course, if you get an Intel Core processor, you can run the game without any issues. So thank you for that question, Adrian over at Mixer. Let's see what we got. You guys only use EVGA. We use everyone. But we just really love EVGA. Those guys are great. You cry when you see the price of the Titan V. I shed a tear that day. Trust me. Does RAM speed really matter? That's a good question, honestly. Omar, does RAM speed really matter?
One thing that I've actually personally noticed. Hold on, let me move the mic real quick.
Yep.
So one main thing that I've actually noticed from RAM speed is that, so RAM stands for random access memory. Let's say if you open a couple of documents or a couple of folders here and there, you go into a couple of pages, everything kind of starts occupying the RAM within itself. So let's say if you go back to that same folder, or if you go back through that same directory or that same program file, it's going to be accessing it way faster than it would be if it was entering it for the first time, for example.
Okay.
It's kind of like walking into a house you've already walked through.
Okay.
So let's say when you do have faster RAM, it is just gonna kind of increase the speed at which it processes and enters those folders and files and websites, for example. So,
Okay.
Personally, yeah, because I've actually seen really big difference between RAM speeds. Because when I upgraded mine, it was a pretty big jump. So,
Okay. Okay,
yes,
there you go.
I think it does.
Good answer. So definitely, I would probably go on the assumption that it definitely improves game performance just slightly, maybe minimal. Who knows? I would say yes.
If your game actually runs off Java, it would actually increase it. Like, it'll have a lot more memory to kind of work off of, depending if the game is running it directly through there. But it all completely depends.
So you hear that, Minecraft users?
Yes, Minecraft.
More RAM, more speed, excellent Minecraft experience. I see that our buddy, poor John, got banned. John, you gotta behave yourself. Calm down. So keep sending them questions, because I love answering them, or at least answering the best I can. We got the drill on. Let me decrease Omar's volume while he's working with the drill. So you notice here, we use the drill. It speeds up the process. We're more comfortable using the drill. At home, if you are building your own PC, it's not recommended to just go straight up with the drill. We like to, recommend going with, hand crank and go from there. The drill just helps with the speed process. Omar, can you talk a little more about the drill?
Yeah, so let's say the drill, the only thing that I've actually really enjoyed about it is actually the front part, because let's say if I'm going to try to reach a screw on the motherboard, I don't have to, have a drill point this into it and kind of get at weird different angles. I feel like just this length is pretty good, and it's also customizable. So let's say I could actually customize the torque on the drill itself, so I don't have to like screw all the way through the motherboard and it'll start taking the metal and it'll start shaving everything off. Where I could actually regulate it, and then it actually doesn't use that much like significant force for it to reach a specific limit, where other drills actually don't have any limiters or torque limiters.
Okay, cool.
So if you are gonna plan on build a PC or build something as delicate as this with a drill, make sure it does have a torque limiter.
Yeah, because you don't want to go too hard, because then you tighten it too much and it breaks something, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's scary. So again, that's professional. So be careful. My advice. The safest option: use a screwdriver. That's what I've been using for years. No, I got my little kit right there. Just open it up, fix the computer, done. Don't have to worry about the battery or anything like that. That's the way I like to do it. But everyone else here, the professionals, drill. All right, questions. So we just finished answering that one. Try to give away, keeps refreshing, and have to do everything again. Try a different browser. That'd be my advice, and make sure you're going to the right website. I'm going to post the link again. If you guys can post the giveaway link again, I'm going to quickly hop on over to our giveaway page so I can talk about the giveaway. Well, Omar, what are you doing right now?
No, I was actually going to wait just for when you to get back for us to actually unbox
Ooh.
the
Oh yeah,
GTX
let's get out of here. No,
TI.
let's get out of here. Let's go back to Volta and go here. All right. So while the Volta's on screen, let me go over to giveaway. All right, mods. I will request a link, please, so everyone can go to the EVGA 19th anniversary giveaway powered by Origin PC, EVGA, and Swifty. So if you notice here, we're actually using the DG77 case. Again, this is a very VGA heavily inspired build. It's a special edition Origin PC. You will never probably build with this case again. This is just to celebrate with them, because, we love EVGA. They're great. And of course, this is also in partnership with Swifty, who will be here tomorrow, which if you guys want to see him in action, we'll see him too. So we're going to be celebrating 19th anniversary, and this includes the case that I just mentioned, the EVGA Supernova 750 G1 PSU, the Z370 classified motherboard, and an EVGA CLC cooler. And of course, the big highlight here, in my opinion, is that EVGA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti SC2 GPU and an Intel Core i7 8700K processor. You can sign up here, see all your challenges, follow us on Twitter, follow Swifty, follow Team EVGA, and all the fun stuff. I mean, if you guys are here already on Twitch, might as well go enter, right? Because you're already following us on Twitch and all the other platforms. So go ahead and try. The giveaway ends on 8/16. We'll be announcing the winner on Origin PC Live on the episode that takes place on 8/17. So let's get out of here. No more websites. All right. Let's see that GPU. Speaking of EVGA, look at this. A 1080 Ti, a card that I wish I had. So that is 8 gigabytes of GDDR5X, correct, Omar?
Let me double check.
I think it is.
Yes. Or DDR5X.
Yep, 5X, that's what I said. Yep. GDDR5X. And what does the X stand for? Extreme. Actually, I off the top of my head, I don't know. I was curious. I think I did do some research on this. GDDR5X. What's the difference between GDDR5 and GDR? Good old tech wiki with the video, but I'm not gonna watch the video because then I'll get lost in YouTube. More memory bandwidth, pretty much. More performance. I'm just gonna sit here quietly and watch the GPU that I wish I had. And the good old GPU. So you can't do this with the console because the console GPU is inside, but the PC GPU. Wow. Look, he's trying to. He's smelling.
It's a new graphic smell.
Yeah, the new graphic smell. It's sealed. How could you smell anything? It's the box and the foam.
Ooh, actually, funny enough, when I opened the Optane SSD, the Optane 9, that has so far in my experience of building computers been the best smelling box.
You heard it here first.
Ever. Better than Jordan's.
Oh,
not even kidding.
Better than Jordan's.
Better than Jordan's.
Better than Jordan's. So the Intel Optane SSD?
Yes.
Okay, so the Intel Optane SSD, best smelling box when you open it.
Ever.
That EVGA smell. Oh, here it goes. Anti-static is gone. And there it is. The 1080 Ti that will be powering Mighty Mouse's streaming PC. You remove the cover. The shield. Oh, and the plastic. Oh, he's gonna remove it. Do it slow-mo. Try doing slow-mo.
Let me find it good. Right.
Where's that? Oh, here we go.
Oh, if only we had the mic off that.
Yeah, unfortunately the mic's really far away, so you can't hear the actual sound effect of it peeling off. But you can just imagine it in your head. Now don't drop the GPU now.
No,
I see. Okay, you got it. And there you go. It's gone. Good job, Omar. Doing the thing that all of us wish we could. What color is that? Is that like a dark gray?
Ooh, it actually has one long. Yeah, I would say it's more of a. So it kind of even looks like our low poly design.
Oh, it's true.
It's kind of like this really nice triangle within triangles and kind of like a camo type thing.
And you can feel that, right?
No, it's just.
It's just the actual design.
Yeah,
okay, I thought it was like actually like bent that way. Okay.
We actually have some more protectors here in the back. Good.
Oh, I see you. Don't make me ban you, fools. Some friends in chat right now. Don't drop it, Omar. Be a good person.
With my life.
I'll tackle you if you drop it. I'll be like, no!
I'll tackle myself.
You'll tackle yourself.
Nice.
Okay, so we got them questions. Send them over. Now we finished the unpeeling. Which do we do unpeelings in live builds? Do you remember if we have done that before? I think we just like unpeel it and like get it out of the way.
Yeah, we haven't really enjoyed them as much as
it's
I
just like,
personally do.
I mean, of course, here we're just like, oh, this is like the 20th unpeeling I've done all day.
Yeah.
So.
No, but actually, I enjoy the unpeelings pretty decently.
Okay, let's see for those questions. Motherboard, C-summary support, 4,266 megahertz RAM speed. Oof. Off the top of my head, I can't answer that one. It's like Founders Edition style, but better. He's not Linus. Is there a link to this build or anywhere you can purchase it? And what is roughly the cost of this rig? That's a good question, because I can actually... I'll do the best I can to align to get the right price point for this specific system. Because I have the specs over here somewhere. So what I'm going to do is go to the site and show you guys the configurator, and I don't want to spend too much time here because Omar is currently actively getting the motherboard prepped for that placement. Omar, let me know when you're about to place. Are you actually, you're going to do it now? So I'm going to stay here for now and then jump over to the site.
Yeah. Okay.
So Omar is putting it in, I believe that's the first PCIe slot?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first time 16.
Okay, because then the SSD, the Intel 900P SSD is going to go in the other slot. Or there's 5 slots available, so.
Yeah, I'll be putting that one in the bottom.
And then the Elgato capture card too.
Yes.
So the 3 of these slots are going to be occupied. 2 slots available. Okay, I see some questions. I'm trying to get to them as fast as I can. But the price point, I'll get to that one. We're just going to watch Omar put the GPU in. You can have that set up.
There we go.
All right, I see your questions. All right. Do you have to be in chat to win the giveaway? No. You do have to be in your email after we do announce it. So when we do announce it on stream, we give the person that won the giveaway a 48-hour time period to check their email and respond to confirm that, number 1, they're a real person. Number 2, that they meet the qualifications for the giveaway, because sometimes, you know, actually, just to double check, this EVGA one is a... All right, so the EVGA one is a US only, or it's eligible or open to the legal residents of the 50 states of the United States of America, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, and Canada, excluding Quebec, except where prohibited by local law. So this is a US kind of sort of only giveaway. And Canada, excluding Quebec. Sorry, Quebec. But again, you don't have to be on stream to actually, if you're the winner. We will usually contact you and let you know, like, hey, respond.
Got a little stuck back here.
Is this the EVGA special? No.
Huh.
It is a special GPU to me.
Yeah.
I think your office is really close to me. Cool. Do you guys do RAID setups? Okay, so we do RAID setup. We actually do multiple different types. Let me tell you what we got. Because again, it also depends on the system, right? So our Millennium and our Genesis systems can definitely support the RAID, especially the Genesis, because you can, in the bottom part of the Genesis, you can store a whole bunch of hard drives for crazy RAID setups. So we do RAID 0, RAID 1. I'm just checking the configure right now to let you know which ones we actually do, because I think it varies by system.
It is a tablet.
Alright, so we do RAID 0 and RAID 1. So again, RAID 0 is more for speed and performance, and then RAID 1 is for data safety and security. So RAID 1 is actually a duplicate. RAID 0 uses both hard drives for speed. So, but if you don't know what I'm talking about with RAID, quick Google search, you'll learn a lot about RAID. It's really good for, again, it depends what you want to use it for. If you want to, optimize your storage or back it up. I know for me personally, I would like to back it up if I'm working with, important data. You guys have a backup. The CPU alone is 2K. Yep. Cost command would be great. That's actually a good idea. We probably could do that later. How does someone get a job building computers? I've always loved building, but it can be an expensive hobby. That's a tricky question to answer because we do have our positions open over here, but I'm just like kind of scanning through my head. Like there's different jobs across the country and across the world actually that give you the opportunity to build PCs or work closely with PCs as well. It's very, an IT focused job, but you're right. It can be an expensive hobby to do them, or you could do them yourself. Maybe you ask friends like, hey, do you want me to build a PC for you for a fee? It's a good way to do it. I mean, hopefully you have a lot of friends because, if you have like a few friends, that's going to end after the first two. I'm going to put up ads in Craigslist. That's one thing that I see people do. They put up ads. Actually, Alexis Kuzi, that's how he started. He built computers for other people, and that's how he got started from that. So he first built them for himself, and then he started building for other people. But I can run Minecraft, like 100 times Minecraft. Let's play The Price is Right. Do hot swappable bay fans need to be cleaned? It's a good idea. I know it's always a good idea to clean your computer at least twice a year. Or if you're a really clean freak, it's good to clean them like every 3 months or so, because you know dust always likes to get cooped up and everywhere inside computers because of the airflow. Actually, here's your daily reminder: if you have a computer, clean it out. There's dust in there that you don't want to breathe. Just put on one of those masks and clean it out. Go outside, plop it down, get it out of here. So again, hello to everyone across multiple platforms. I see some of my friends are over in YouTube talking up a storm. Again, hello to Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, Facebook. Where are we not streaming? I don't know. I don't want to keep track. There's too many stream platforms. But anyways, hello to everyone, and thank you for tuning in. My name is Lewis. The person building the computer, his name is Omar. You can see because of the back of the hat. It says Buddy O. O for Omar. And again, if you guys are used to our live builds, Alexis and PJ and John are usually doing the builds, but we're a new team, or we're not new because we've been here for a while, but sometimes you just want to take a day off, just not feeling it. So we're here to back up. We're back up. It's always nice to have backup. And what happens if I'm not here? Then who's my backup?
Who's my backup?
Yeah, who's Omar's backup? What happens if that's the case? Then we have no live build. Or actually, we'll just get the ghost to do it. I'm tired of the ghost. Hey, ghosts, get over here.
Alright, I'm going to be turning it around and then putting the oh no, actually, hold on. We'll open up the Intel Optane. So I could try to word that new car smell.
Oh, there's the funky smelling one, or the good smelling one. Is it funky or good? Like, is it a feel-good smell?
It's good. Yeah, I'll
all right, now I have to smell it. You have to pass it over because I have to somehow describe it to you guys because again, I have no idea. Okay, we're gonna answer what motherboard.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's already like.
Ooh. Wow. Yes. It's unexplainable. It's honestly like the guy that invented the new car smell. He's like, this is gonna be the
all right.
smell. Here. All right, let me put this off right here.
All right, so he's taking out the system. I'm gonna get the box to.
No, I'll take a whiff.
Take a whiff. No, this is a family-friendly stream. Okay. I can't really smell because the fan's in the way, but.
Oh man.
Oh. It smells like foam.
No, but it's like that. It's like Jordan foam, like.
It. You're right. It does smell
sneaker.
like shoe foam. Like I guess the case of the. It does smell like shoebox, or a shoebox, like the fancy shoes style. That's true.
I mean, something holding this precious should honestly smell just as good.
It's true. You get your Intel Core i+ performance with the Optane SSD. We already put in the memory already in the system.
Yeah.
So, and with the Intel Core processor, which is seated right there. You can kind of see it up there. I wish I put a mouse over it, but it's up there. All right, I'm putting this box out of here.
All right, we're actually going to be putting this in the indicated PCIe 4 slot.
Okay, so it's telling us to put in the PCIe 4 slot. Okay, cool.
And actually lower this.
All right, so Omar's gonna get a good angle over there. Actually, what you could probably do, Omar, is move the lighting to try to show the inside of the motherboard. It's pretty dark.
Yes.
Motherboard for 3370 support RAM speed. Honestly, I can't answer that off the top of my head. Google, however, is a really good resource. I wish I did do research or did have all the lists of the motherboards off the top of my head so I can quickly shoot them out to you. I only know the ones that we work with here.
Okay, what was I gonna do?
The graphics are currently installed. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So you can kind of sort of see the lighting. Actually, yeah, you can see what's going on there. It's just the dark motherboard and the darkness inside.
Slide this right in there.
I don't see anyone talking to Mixer. Oh, Mixer's there. They're there. Hi, Mixer people. If you want to say hi. You don't have to. Please don't spam chat, because I've always had problems with Mixers. People going like hi, and I'm like,
Nice.
like I love you guys. Just don't spam, please. Because then I have to hit that timeout or the ban button. It's not fun. Unless the person's really mean, then I'm more than happy to press it. Okay, so we have friends on Facebook asking, how many 1080 Ti's are you putting in the box and what power supply? So there's only one 1080 Ti, and the power supply is an 850 watt EVGA Supernova power supply. And again, this is a streaming PC. The reason why we're putting in 1080 Ti, maybe it could be good for some extra gaming. It's a good backup too. Because Mighty Mouse has its core PC, and now this is going to be like a supplementary PC, so it's going to do a dual streaming setup. So this PC that we're building currently right now is going to be used for handling the encoding for the stream, making sure that the main PC doing the gaming side has to worry about nothing in terms of streaming. Is the GeForce GTX 1070 Mini good? I mean, it's going to be good if you have a small system or case that needs or that can benefit from it. You get this performance of the 1070, it's just in a small form factor of it. Did Buddy do any custom water cooling with copper tubes? Have you ever done that, Omar?
Not copper tubes, but I have done full loop before.
So he's done full loop.
Yeah, to the GPU and CPU.
Yeah.
But copper tubing, no, it sounds aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, it does. This stream has really changed because of our sniffing boxes. This is what we do now, is we sniff boxes and then we start seeing colors. Like, that wasn't pink before, but now it is. Omar, what did you do to me?
I showed you a whole new world.
No, oh man.
Open your eyes.
Whoa. Whoa. What's this button do? Oh, who's that? No, get out of here, goat. I can't do the voice. Ah, yes. No, I can't do it. See, this is why I'm not a voice actor, because I can't just change on the fly. I cannot change my voice on the fly, because now I sound like a fake Australian. I can't do the British accent, unfortunately. Sorry. Alexa says hello, by the way. Omar, and says keep it up.
Woo! Thank you.
Yeah, you get some rest, Alexis, because food poisoning is not fun. Oh man, I remember actually 2 years ago, I got food poisoning and I was like, I want to go to work, but I can't. It sucks. Because it's just, your body feels completely drained. It's just trying to fight off the virus and the sickness. How do you guys clean your PC? So me personally, I like using the canned air and going outside. Because the thing is, if you do it inside, the dust is just going to come back, right? So if you go outside and just, you know, spray it out. All right. Oh, we got a... Man, Twitch is moving fast. All right, let me catch up here. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up with what you guys are writing. What CPU is in this? Okay, so this has the Intel Core i9 7980 XE. Correct? Did I say that right? I think I did. But you know what? We'll go to the specs. We'll take a break from Omar's untangling of the cables. So just a review of the specs for those of you joining us who are having questions about the specs. This is Mighty Mouse's New Millennium with Intel Core Plus. It's an Origin PC New Millennium, our exclusive case, with standard orientation, because Omar didn't have to change the orientation of the system, so we're just going with the standard one. It's a black internal with custom panels, which we'll show those panels later on, probably near the end. 850 watt EVGA Supernova G3, that's the power supply. EVGA black sleeve cables, which Omar is currently working with. The EVGA X299 dark motherboard, which is currently mounted. The Origin Frostbite 360 radiator, which we'll be putting on, that's the cooler for the CPU. There's a processor, the Intel Core i9 7980 XE 18 core processor. And the Intel Optane memory, 32GB, which we installed earlier on. The single EVGA 11GB NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti. The RAM, which we've also seeded, 32GB of HyperX at 2933 MHz. Speaking of HyperX, they also provided the 480GB HyperX Savage SSD. For the other hard drive storage, we have the 2TB Western Digital Black HDD and a 480GB Intel Optane SSD 900p. Basically, this system has about, if I'm doing my calculations correct, just under 3 TB of storage and close to 1 TB, not quite 1 TB, but really close to 1 TB of SSD storage. The Elgato Gaming 4K 60 Pro capture card, and the rest. Windows 10's home, wooden crate armor, and the warranty. So there's the specs. Back to the build. And Omar's currently getting those cables ready because guess what? as we take our pride in our cable management. And Omar will be doing an incredible cable job. Is that correct, Omar?
Yes.
He's gonna knock it out of the park and make everyone look horrible. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone does an excellent job on these streams. Okay, questions. What graphics card would you pair with an i7 7000 non-K? I currently have a 1050. You can go, the sky's the limit. Pretty much just that would, ABG, I'd probably base it on your power supply. So let's say you have a low and like 450 or so power supply. You definitely want to make sure you don't go overboard. Because I know, I believe, again, it also depends on the GPU, because some GPUs require more than others. Definitely look into your power supply first, and then determine the GPU, and also the cables that you have available, right? Because you should have the correct pins for the GPU, right? Because there's the 6-pin, the 8-pin, and like the singular pins so you can plug into the GPU. But definitely check the power supply first, and then go with the graphics card. Do I need to run the exact same graphics card, or is there something that I can pair with an EVGA 1080 for win? I probably have to re-ask that question because I'm not quite clear on that. Could you use those laptops as a second PC? Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, you can use those our laptops or any laptop for that matter to do the dual streaming setup. If you use the capture card, you can take the encoding from your main PC and bring it to the laptop. Nowadays, laptops have incredible processors that can handle the streaming load. So you can definitely use a laptop as a second streaming option. Mighty Mouse just wants the absolute best in streaming, which is why we're building this behemoth. I use a leaf blower to clean all my computers. That's a cool idea, actually. That'd be interesting to watch. I'm thinking of getting a single PC setup for streaming gaming. What would you recommend? The traditional option, so you know, Intel Core 8700K with 1080 Ti, 16. No, actually, no. I'd probably up that to 24, 16. A good amount of RAM. Your traditional storage, whatever you need, but definitely the core of that system for sure. 8700K and 1080 Ti.
2 terabytes.
2 terabytes. Western Digital Black. So that's gonna be storing videos, games, anything. And when you pair that with the Intel Optane, again, it accelerates acquiring the files. So if you get files repeatedly, right? Games are an excellent example because if you boot up a game, it has to access the files off the hard drive. It speeds up that process. So when you pair this hard drive with the Optane, it kind of the hard drive itself gets speeds that are kind of close to SSD. And I know that review sites have definitely done comparisons, and it's up there. So if you want to see the benchmarks, definitely check out Optane reviews. Optane memory reviews, because there's a difference between Optane storage, SSD storage, and Optane memory. But again, this PC has it all. It's got Optane SSD, Optane storage, and now a 2 terabyte hard drive. All right, let's keep going through these questions. Man, I'm getting close to the end, guys. I'm getting close. Can I run Crysis 3? Of course. Streaming PC is like 5 times better than my PC. I'm in the same boat. I was sure to run this Minecraft. I imagine Crysis 3 run over 9,000 FPS. 9,001. Was warranty. So if something happens to our system, so we have our incredible 24/7 lifetime support US base. They're right down the hall. I could literally go over there and slap them across the head. Right there. They're real people. They're not robots. They will be helping you to the best of their abilities. And those guys are incredibly knowledgeable about your systems. So they'll have all the information about your PC. They'll take care if something happens to the OS, something happens to any of the parts, they'll be there. They will help you. They will walk you through it. And again, that's what divides us from, say, building it yourself. Because if you build it yourself, something wrong happens to the part, you have to go to individual people. Like, you have to contact the people. It's like, hey, something wrong with my part. But if you have something wrong with anything in your system, with us, it's contact support. They'll take care of it for you. It's that safety net, right? It's nice to have that safety net, because I know when you build your own PC, you're your own safety net. So if you're smart, you got it, right? But if you don't have the time, or like if I'm busy, I'm really busy, it's definitely nice to have some backup. The theme here today is backup, because we are the backup. Is that right, Omar?
Yes.
We are the backup, and we're cranking it out today. The 32 gigabyte Optane memory is going to be for the 2 terabyte, right? Because if you put it on an SSD, there's no point, because the SSDs are really fast. But if you combine the 32 gigabyte Optane memory with the 2 terabyte hard drive, then we're talking incredibly fast acceleration or file accessibility. How can I ensure my PC makes a low fan noise? It's a specific case I should buy. This is a tricky question to answer because, again, the fans are determined. And I think, if I'm correct, Omar, correct me if I'm wrong, you can change the fan speed in the BIOS. I think? Or is in the OS?
You can regulate the fan speed if they're connected to the motherboard using specific programs and software that the motherboard is compatible with. But that's pretty much it. Because I know Corsair has Corsair Link, for example.
Yeah, that's a good example. So you can control it through the software.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. So there's a good answer right there. So it depends on the fans and the software. Swifty needs to learn cable management from Omar. Sorry, Omar. Teach Swifty, because he's going to be here tomorrow. Speaking of Swifty, I'm going to quickly hop in and do a little plug for Swifty's appearance, because Swifty's going to be right here, not next to me, but over there somewhere. He actually might be here sitting in my spot for the live build tomorrow, because we're building Swifty a PC tomorrow. Well, not that. This. So tomorrow at 12 p.m. at noon EDT, so Eastern Daylight Time, we will be building Swifty a PC powered by NVIDIA GeForce GTX and Intel Core Plus. So you got to hear all the Optane and Intel Core Plus goodness again tomorrow. And also, just in case you want to see Swifty again with us, he'll be a special guest on Origin PC Live, and we'll be talking a whole bunch of games. Lots of stuff happened in gaming this week, and also in geek news, and also what we've been up to, and maybe do some fun little activities with Swifty and ask him a bunch of questions. Back to the build.
Let me see real quick if this actually takes regular thermal paste.
All right, so Omar's currently looking for the thermal paste.
Oh, awesome.
Up there, yeah, there's the Elgato. So here's a question. This is from me. This is not from chat. Omar, how long have you been working with PCs?
So, working with PCs and building PCs, I feel like two very different things.
Okay.
I've been building PCs since I was 14, 15 years old. My dad would always have computer parts around. He was a mechanic, so I feel like just kind of his hobby was kind of just taking the parts and kind of helping out the family build PCs. But again, this was back in like 2004, 2005. So after I kind of got my hand on one, when he bought me my first actual desktop, first thing I did, besides even playing a video game on it or playing, pinball or anything, I actually opened up the side, looked into it. I was curious on what made this work in this specific way, and I was always interested in the hardware more than software. So through there, I kind of just got really more into it, started learning a little bit more of software, and I found out that you could upgrade these parts and change this to make this faster and kind of do all these different things with these systems or these basically like adult version of Legos. And
that's a good analogy.
Yeah, and then just started kind of playing, upgrading, building my own, and then when I finally got my first job, saved up and kind of threw it all into building an official gaming.
What was the CPU and GPU on your first computer?
So my first ever computer was actually a i7 2600K with a Radeon 6670 and a regular base.
What year was
Intel
that?
Motherboard. That was back in 2007.
Oof. Making me feel
11 years ago.
11 years ago. Oof. There you go. I think everyone will remember the first gaming PC.
Yeah.
I feel like my first gaming PC was actually a laptop. So I didn't build my own. My first gaming PC was an actual it was one of those really thick laptops, and spent a lot of time playing TF2 on that. So.
No, one of the first games that actually really got me into gaming was Crysis.
Crysis. That's always Crysis was another one that I played on the laptop for sure, because I was like, oh man, this computer can run Crysis.
And then, I mean, Crysis created this standard for graphics with the Unreal Engine and all that.
Yeah.
Which is very nice.
Not actually their own engine. They use a Crytek.
Oh yeah, Crytek.
Yeah, the Crytek engine. The Cry engine, as they like to call it, which is currently working on the Hunt Showdown currently right now. So, good on them.
Yeah, right.
All right, so we'll let Omar go back to the build. Let me answer some of your questions. Cry 11E. The Origin PC giveaway is in cooperation with the WoW streamer Swifty. Is a worldwide giveaway or just America? It is America and some parts of Canada, excluding Quebec. I need to say the excluding Quebec part because it says it right there. What's a good CPU, GPU, RAM for gaming and streaming under 800? So there's PC Park Picker, which is a good option. We can go there and kind of price it out. There's Intel i3 processors, i5 processors. Those are good, you know, starting out, just trying to keep it under budget. And of course, GPU prices, you know, now they've stabilized. I was pretty happy to see that because I know a couple months ago with the whole mining boom, GPU prices were not fun to look at. So, but now it's a little bit better, so you can try to get GPUs at good prices. Can I technically use yes, you know, sweet ones. So we have some awesome laptops on our end. Actually, laptops that have desktop processors. So if you really want to knock out the encoding game, they do an incredible job at that. And of course, our thin and lights can also handle the streaming as well. But for the absolute best, the desktop processors on our laptop can handle that. Sorry, guys. Oh man. We go off for a tangent for 1 second, and now chat gets us backed up. I'm gonna do a speed run for these questions. Yeah. Friends on Facebook want to know about upgrade range for i5. That's a tough one. I mean, both are good options. Definitely what fits their budget. Okay, so the person asked if they want to upgrade to an Ryzen or Intel i5 8600K. I would say what works best for the budget. They're both really good processors. Support is another reason. Sorry, I'm just like running through these. When are y'all doing that Swifty giveaway? It's currently underway right now. It will be ending on August 16th. Let me pop it up here so you can see it. Not that. There's a giveaway. So you can go to originpc.com/EVGA, and our amazing mods will be posting that in chat. I believe, I hope, I pray. Did any all-in-one like Kraken Lekid? Can't answer that. I don't know what that means. What are the specs? Just got here. Yeah, they're scrolling. This dude, like 18? I'm not 18. I know Omar's not 18. Do we have anyone? No. Yes, you can call over. I'm sorry for making one feel old about talking about the first gaming PCs. I just like talking about, you know, your first one like that, because everyone has like, you start with either with a console, or maybe you're lucky and you start off with a PC straight off the bat. Like, more power to you. But for me, I started with Super Nintendo.
Same. Yeah, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. Never really got into Sega or any of those other type of classic consoles. Mm-hmm. But yeah, or even Atari. Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Game Boy. It was always Nintendo. Nintendo was kind of that mindset. Just like,
Nintendo's awesome. Anyone remember the Pentium cartridges? Oh man. I have around 600. Upgrade my 1063GB. What card would you recommend? I mean, there's pros and cons right now because, you know, there's all those rumors happening and whatnot. I don't know anything. So there's the thought process of saying to wait, and then there's the thought process of picking up the good deals, because you can't really, if you follow like PC Gamer's pretty good, but other like deal sites are on top of the graphics cards prices. And EVGA themselves actually tweet out some deals themselves. So if you want to follow EVGA on Twitter or Facebook, they post a lot of good deals on GPUs if you want to keep an eye on that. But yeah, for the card I'd recommend for the 600, if you have 600 to upgrade, 1080, that'd be a good option. Actually, you'd probably go under budget if you go with 1080. And 1080 is still an incredible card. It's good for VR, 4K. So. Oh, I'm catching up. I'm doing good. What is the air intake on that specific case? Omar, could you demonstrate the air intake and how it works?
So, the air intake, what I'm actually going to be doing is going to be intake from the top, pushing air through, so pushing cold air from the outside through the radiator, and then circling here inside the case, and then blowing out through the back.
So it goes from the top.
Goes from the top.
Circulates.
And then it goes out.
It goes out.
Yeah, and then this graphics card is a blower style graphics card. So also this is continuously getting air in from here and blowing it out the back.
So there you go. There's the answer to that question. Air comes in from the top, goes around, and for the GPU, the air goes out from the back, and the air for the entire system goes out from the back. Cool. This is a question to someone else in the chat. Okay, perfect. I'm caught up on Twitch. YouTube. Hopefully I'm not behind on YouTube. Let's see, YouTube. How you doing, YouTube? Oh man, I'm behind on YouTube. Oh, people are talking on YouTube. Cool, you guys are having good conversations. Yeah, YouTube's definitely a good opportunity. Like, if you want to learn about more about building PCs, you can check out our own live builds, because we've had over 40. Actually, that's probably the low end, but definitely a lot of live builds on our channel if you want to see how we do it. There's also a whole bunch of guides. Linus, for example, he has a bunch of videos.
Jay's 2 cents.
Yeah, Jay's 2 cents. Like, all these guys, there's so many videos online and so many helpful like tips on how to build your own PC. Okay, let's keep going here. i5 8400 1080 Ti, good gaming stream PC. Good starting point. Good starting point. Of course, it depends on the encoding, right? So if you do a heavy encoding, that might not be enough. But if you do with light encoding, you know, 720 or 1080, 30 FPS, you should be good. But again, of course, you do it yourself, test it, see what works for you. Catching up to YouTube. Question: how can I know that my PC is good for streaming? Pretty much the CPU. That's a big, like, again, this PC that we're building right now is an 18-core processor. Actually, the speed, I'll even tell you the speeds because we don't have that on the image over here on our spec sheet. So if you can see this, so we mentioned it's an i9-7980XC 18-core, but what are the speeds? I will look that up for you right now. So Intel has this awesome thing. So if you Google the actual processor, Intel has this website or their ARC information. So they give you all the details about the processor. So each core is at 2.6 gigahertz and the max turbo frequency is at 4.2 gigahertz. So what that means is when the processor is put under load, it can go up to a max of 4.2 gigahertz. And we can also overclock it as well. But I don't know if we are overclocking Mighty Mouse's desktop. Mighty Mouse, I don't know if I can answer that for you about the overclocking. Alexis should know, but he's not here right now. But I believe we can overclock this even further. So you could probably go to 4.8 or 5. But again, overclocking depends on the processor itself, because, you know, like, there's a good luck, as people like to say, roll the die with processors, because some processors are, I forgot how they explain it. I know technically they have a video about that, on how some processors could go higher than others. I'm pretty sure someone in chat's going to explain it better than I can. So, questions. YouTube is bad for live streams. Yeah, they're getting there. You can boost it to the max. Okay, caught up with YouTube. Twitch. I like going back and forth because then you guys are like talking and then you go back and forth. Okay. I have an i7 700. Blah, blah, blah. All right, awesome. Fully caught up. And I think, do you have anyone Mixer talking? Hello, Mixer friends. And thank you for posting the links, Hershades. I greatly appreciate it. Because again, I'm kind of, I feel like a juggler. I'm just juggling through all these chats. I know the restream has all the chats right there, but I like going to each individual one so I know like what's happening, because when they're mixed together, you're like, who is talking to who? What is happening? It's nice to go, do you know, okay, this is what's happening in this conversation, this is what's happening in that conversation. So that's why I'm looking off to that side, because all the chats are over there. So Omar, I see you have the drill going on. What are you up to?
Yeah, so right now I'm actually going to mount the radiator up top to where I actually have the fans. So the 3 fans placed in here pushing air into the case. And then the 1 exhaust that I just finished putting on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to have the radiator right up here now, which is...
So Omar is about to add the radiator, which is right there. And that radiator is going to be attached to the Intel Core i9 CPU.
Yes. So
the heat from the CPU goes to the radiator, and the air goes down to cool it, and then you have that loop. And that is a enclosed loop to water-cooled cooler, correct?
Yes. All-in-one sealed 360 millimeter.
360 millimeter cooler. So that's a lot of cooling power right there. So technically, I believe, again, I don't know if we're going to be overclocking this, but I believe it could be overclocked. Again, there's pros and cons to overclocking, but we like it because, you know, it gives you that extra oomph to your PC. And we do an extensive test on overclock. So, Monster Cat, hold on. I apologize. Oh, did Monster Cat die? If you haven't noticed, we actually have like some background music happening, but now it's gone, and now it's quiet, and I feel alone.
We're here for you.
All right, let's see. Monster Cat, are you there? Anyone? Okay, they're there. Good. I thought I was lost, but now I am found. Monster Cat has helped me find the light.
So let me actually adjust.
Can you send me a free PC? I wish I could, but I cannot. Because everyone else has asked the same question. I wish I could get a free PC. That'd be cool. Omar, wouldn't you wish you had a free PC?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Yeah, see, he wants one too. I want one. Get in line. I'll wait outside for, 20 hours in the cold. Or in the... Actually, not the cold. We're not in New York or Canada. In the heat and the humidity.
Yes.
That's a good question. How long would you wait for a free PC?
I'll just work for one.
That's true. Like, why would you wait? You just work for one.
Takes the type of person.
Yeah, actually, I was reading a story on Reddit the other day on how, like, some Krispy Kreme burned down, and some guy, like, when they were reopening the Krispy Kreme, the first person in line would get a lifetime supply of Krispy Kreme donuts, and the guy waited in line for a week, and I'm like, a week for donuts for life? That's a lot of vacation time for a lifetime of donuts, but if you really like Krispy Kreme donuts...
I mean, unless you sell the lifetime of donuts, then you're a businessman, but...
I don't know if they let you do that, because that's what the thread was about, like, the lifetime of things. So let's say you got a lifetime of Twinkies or something, or a lifetime of Snickers or candy or whatever. I think they have rules for that.
Yeah.
Like, you can't sell it or whatever.
No fun.
Man, would it be... I think if you like get a lifetime for something, you get tired of it, right? It's like lifetime of Oreos. Oh, no, I'd get tired of that in a week.
I mean, unless you like donate it or kind of take it to.
See, that I would support, because
Yeah.
that way you can, if you don't like them, donate them to the homeless shelter, or donate them to families, or people that would probably benefit from. I don't know who would benefit from a lifetime of Oreos. Kindergartners, they would benefit, and then teachers would hate you. What kinds of fans do you guys use on the cases? So we use our own fans.
Yes.
They're high performance fans. That's what we call them on the site, I believe. I actually have the site up here, and I'm sorry if you hear all that noise. Let me actually turn that Omar's, because I hear that beep. I'm like, beep. There you go. You're good, Omar. You can go ahead and drill away. So yeah, they're Origin PC high performance ultra silent fans. And they use a vibration-free frame, so that way, when the fans spin, they don't vibrate. Okay, Twitch friends. Fired from job, but free donuts. It's true. What kind of fans do you guys... Okay, we already answered that. Lifetime of PC parts. See, that would be a good option, but I mean... PC parts update every year or so. You'd essentially be able to... See, if you had a lifetime of free PC parts, would that be, like, everything? So free CPUs for life, free cases for life. You could just be, like, your own...
Free upgrades, right?
Yeah, free upgrade. Or maybe free upgrades. That'd be good, right? What is the best basic tips for any new PC builders to make their own PC? So Omar, I'll let you answer that while you're busy building the PC. What's a good basic tip for anyone new making a PC or building?
So, basic tip that I could honestly give would be just know the steps or know the sequence of what you would kind of put first in relation to just how organized you want the cables to come out, where you want all the, let's say, where all the hard drives to lay and just everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like they say, I wouldn't put the GPU and then figure out that the M.2 is right under the GPU, stuff like that. So kind of just plan everything out by hardware, and I feel like honestly just doing it as effective and as clean as possible. Because let's say me personally, I have my computer or my systems, my multiple systems at home, cable managed because I've spent 4, 5, 6 hours just completely perfecting the cable management.
Yeah.
Just so I know if there's something that I want to upgrade or something that I want to change or move around. It's literally just 3 cable ties. I move that wire, I replace it, and it's done. So honestly, just being effective, being organized, and just also really being careful with your hardware, because one wrong move or one wrong turn or one wrong screw twist that's a little too hard, anything could go wrong.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Omar made it sound like dire. It's like, if you screw up, it's all over. I know that's a great fear of me. It's like you put in, like, I'm just trying to put in the GPU. The shaky hands. You're just like, you're shaking. You're like, oh no.
It's like a bomb.
It's like bombs. Like, no. And then you put in the power supply cables and you turn it on. And you're hoping that nothing blows up. That's easy. But again, don't be scared. There's a lot of videos online that can help you go through that process. But definitely, I agree with the planning point, because sometimes you go in, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna put this together, and you don't have a plan. So let's say you put in the GPU on the motherboard first, which is not recommended. Typically, we like to mount the motherboard on the actual desktop and then go from there, because you're putting weight on the motherboard, and you don't want that. So again, there's a lot of tips and whatnot online that can help you with that. Just got here with the specs on this build. I might as well do another specs run. Specs. Bam. This is Mighty Mouse's new Millennium with the Intel Core Plus system, which includes the Origin PC New Millennium, which we were talking about earlier. This is our exclusive case, that you can only find at originpc.com. The standard orientation, because as I previously mentioned, you can also do vertical mount. I should just make a GIF or GIF. I say it both ways. I should make a little animation showing off that orientation thing, because sometimes we say it and people don't understand. It's, you know, you can do it any different angle. It's black internals, which we just saw, an 850 watt EVGA Supernova G3, which Omar, you already installed that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the power supply is already installed. It's not plugged in, but it's there. The EVGA X299 Dark motherboard, which is the black motherboard that you saw previously. The Origin Frostbite 360, which Omar is installing. The Intel Core i9-7980XE 18-core processor with speeds of 2.6 GHz per core, up to max turbo speeds of 4.2 GHz. Intel Optane memory, 32 GB. I'm going to hop over to the other side quickly to explain that Optane memory is going to be synced with the 2 TB Western Digital Black to accelerate data acquisition and performance there. The single EVGA 11 GB NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti, which we unpeeled and put in the system. 32 GB of Origin PC, or not, it's HyperX RAM. 480 GB of HyperX Savage SSD, or Savage. No, it's HyperX Savage SSD. 2 TB Western Digital Black HDD. 480 GB Intel Optane SSD 900p. In Elgato Gaming 4K 60 Pro capture card, Windows 10 Home, Origin PC wouldn't create armor, and the warranty with the support. Of course, Mighty Mouse knows if anything goes wrong, he'll contact us and we'll be on top of it, helping him out. Man, specs are, they beat you up. I'm already like, I feel like someone just punched me in the gut. Yeah, I'm looking at them like, man, that's such a nice, and it's a streaming PC. Imagine like gaming. Actually, that could be a gaming PC, but man, those specs, I just feel like overwhelmed. It's like, man, 18 cores. Now, what can you do with 18 cores? That's a good question. Let's find out. Of course, gamers can use it, but it's definitely, I think it's really, where it really shines is if you're using for professional applications, for sure. So again, if you're doing software development, you don't have to worry, or video rendering, you don't have to worry a thing, especially the video side. Imagine, I know that Angry Joe and Drifter, they were posting tweets on how like incredibly fast their renders go because of their processors, and I could second that. Because you see those processors, and if you make videos or anything like that, they're done in a snap. Of course, I don't want to, you know, erase the universe either, but you get what I mean. How long is the warranty and what's covered in the warranty? Good question. So on our website, we actually offer 3 different tiers of warranty. Actually, I'm going to show you that right now because I have this up. I can go ahead and explain each tier. So standard, like the complete total standard, everyone that orders a PC gets, actually I'm going to hop over to the display. Everyone gets the lifetime 24/7 US-based support, so everyone gets that. And lifetime free labor. So if you ever want to upgrade your parts, you can send us the part and your PC and we'll handle the upgrade process. The basic warranty includes 1-year part replacement and a 45-day shipping warranty. What that means, if for whatever reason you need to ship the system back, if you have to do it in 45 days, shipping is covered. So following that, we have another tier for a 1-year part replacement and free shipping warranty for 1 year. So what this means is 1 year of, for part replacement and for free shipping. And the others are pretty much following the same boat, so there's 2 different versions. The 45-day shipping and then the free shipping for the 2 years. So you'll notice the price difference there. So basically, if you want free shipping for the 2 years, it costs more. And there's the warranty system. And of course, the key thing that I like to highlight is the lifetime 24/7 US-based support and lifetime free labor. So if once you're out of warranty, you'll never, ever run out of support. You can always call us, and we'll be there. And we'll have someone, there to back you up. Back up! That's the theme, man. Backup.
That's who we are.
That's what we are. We're the backup. I think we're doing a good job.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, this is going great. I'm having fun. Just now, I'm gonna start organizing all of this.
Oh, this is the cool process. I'm gonna try to avoid from jumping screen to screen because I like looking at this. So one of the, when you first start building PCs, you kind of realize that, there's a little back portion on the other side of the PC with all these little holes. If you have a case that supports it to, tie the cables together, and cable management is so critical because, again, it improves your thermal performance, right? It's because you don't want a rat's nest. Because I know that some pre-built PCs, I'm not going to name any names, but when you open them, the cables are all bunched up, like, near the top, and that messes with the airflow. But when you have the cables on the other side of the case, it doesn't get in the way and it looks very clean. So if you want to show off your PC and be like, look, there's my PC, and it's like, whoa, where's all the cables? And they're on the other side, neatly organized. And we will see Omar knock it out of the park as he prepares his journey of cable management. And this is a cool part because, again, all these cables have already been profiled on this end, and he's going to put everything together, and we'll see how it comes out. If you've seen our previous live builds before, you know that we take pride in our cables. So, all right, questions. I've been talking for a spiel here. Let's see. Twitch, what do you got? I already answered the warranty question. Rendering, gaming and streaming off the same rig. Swifty already there? Tomorrow. That's right, he will be here tomorrow. If I built it, it would be a rat's nest. It's gotta organize. You gotta, get them all together. But if you're in a rush, you're like, throw everything together, and then it's a rat's nest. Curious. I'm curious if it's better for gaming stream PC or one desktop or dual PC. It's preferences, honestly. If you want like the smoothest stream possible, like if you really, I think it's good for starting. Start with one, see how that goes. Because number one, if maybe that's a good way to start the streaming game, right? You start from there, and you get an idea of how performance works if you're using different streaming software such as OBS and XSplit, and then you get a good feel of how much performance. Because if you monitor your performance, which you should be doing if you're doing streaming. You get an idea of how much CPU is being used, how much GPU is being used, and what you need to solve that. If there's any bottlenecks or anything like that holding your stream back, or if there's any drops in performance. Like for me personally, the reason I can't stream, it's not because of the PC, it's because of the internet. And it's garbage. I don't want to call any names, but if you're in Miami, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not a big fan of the internet here, and again, my issue is upload speed. I don't get nothing in upload speed, so that I can't do any streaming on mine just because of that. My PC is good enough. I can't do it because of the internet. But definitely start out with one. Because I would wish I could stream, because I'd definitely be streaming Quake. I like to play Quake, by the way. That's my go-to. But yeah. Yeah, start with one, see how that goes, and then see if you need to, right? So if you're, if you're really getting to the streaming thing, you can see the benefits of two, because that way your PC can handle all the gaming, the other PC can handle all the streaming. Oh yeah, the latest Quake is awesome. I can talk about the latest Quake for days. I'm a big fan of it. I just like the arena shooting because, Quake Champions is a nice, fun alternative to all the other shooters currently out right now. It's not a battle royale game; it's an arena shooter. Everyone comes in is the same for the most part. Because I know one of the big things that people were worried about was the champion abilities, but I don't mind it at all. If anything, it helps new players, because sometimes if you're matched up with higher end players, they will destroy you. And the abilities are a good way to help, you know, alleviate that if you're a new player. And even high level players will know how to deal with that. But again, you can get a kill. Ask my friends, I can get a kill here or there. All right, let's hop over to YouTube and see what our YouTube friends are talking about. Who is this PC for? If I could point it all the way up there. I wish, that's what we should do. We should put an image and a quick little bio about the person or organization we're building a PC for. But it's for Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. Okay, other questions on YouTube. Where's the guy with the hat and the glasses? That is Alexis Kuzi, and he is out with food poisoning. So we're the backup. Because here at Origin BC, we believe in backup, and we're the backup. I apologize if I'm not as charming or entertaining as he is, but I'm just here to answer your questions and do the best I can to entertain you. As Omar is currently working through the cabling process. Hey! Is this the perfection PC? It will be. Yo dudes, you all think an A6 6400K and it's a good super low end, mainly for esports and stuff? I think so, right? It can run Counter-Strike, League of Legends, Overwatch, I believe. It's definitely a good starting point. I'd probably, you know, I mean, if you haven't bought the parts yet, I definitely try to look up benchmarks of both and try to see if you can, there's someone else that has a similar build to see if it meets your needs. What do you think about the new Ryzen? I haven't read up on it yet, so I can't offer any opinions. Okay, caught up on YouTube. Mixer. I plan a new PC this year. Hold. Not Europe. No, we do ship worldwide. And I'm gonna press that button that we have over here on our Elgato Stream Deck. I apologize for your ears.
We ship worldwide.
Yeah, the horns are a little bit overdoing it, but there you go. So pricing out this PC. So actually, I'm gonna do that right now while Omar is busy. So I'm gonna be looking off to the side. So if you have any questions, go ahead and shoot them off. I'll catch up after I'm done pricing it out because we don't have a final price point on this yet. I'm gonna do that right now. Let me pull up the specs here actually. So actually, I have a question for you, chat. It's to ask what games you guys are currently playing. I know I'm probably gonna see a lot of the popular games, but you know, there's people here or there saying Witcher 3 or other stuff like that. So, what are you playing right now? I already said mine. It's Quake. So, and PUBG and whatnot, but I win more in Quake. Where are the specs? Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do the pricing out as I'm gonna go to the spec screen. Actually, yeah, Omar's doing the cabling here. I'm gonna do a quick jump to the spec screen. I'm gonna do some quick pricing out. Hopefully, it's gonna take like 2 minutes. I hope. Okay, so we got black internal. We already got our. Let me set that up. Standard orientation. Check. Actually, let me just go straight to the screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. There you go. All right, so there's our little PC right there. So we're gonna match the system that Mighty Mouse has to the best we can, because some of these parts we don't have on our site. All right, so internal is that, and we have custom sides, so we're gonna go with custom. It's custom. So we'll go from there. Actually, it doesn't. Actually, probably more accurate would probably be, yeah, we'll keep it there. Let's continue. Okay, it's an Intel Core i9, so that's over here. That's an X299, so that's where we're going from there. I see everyone posting their games. Oh, I see a lot of cool games on here. Enter the Gungeon, WoW, Dark Souls, Rust. Mobile games. I understand that feeling obnoxious. I know the feeling of having a broken PC and having to play on other platforms. Actually, speaking of Quake, actually, when my laptop broke, my go-to game back then was Quake Live, because Quake Live you could run in the browser with like any GPU, so that was like a great option. Persona 5, Monster Hunter. What else we got? What are you guys feeling on Twitch? Street Fighter, GTA, World of Warcraft, Overwatch, Black Ops, Division. Man, so yeah, I like it. Everyone has like different things going on. It's great. Of course, Mighty Mouse is playing WoW, PUBG, Fortnite, UFC, DBZ Fighters. Again, those who care. Goku regular and regular Vegeta are coming in, or have already come into the game. Airflow. How do you end the air? I'll get to these questions later, but let me finish what's going on over here. Sorry, guys. Okay, skip that. Case fan, so 850. Black. So we don't have the EVGA motherboard here, but we'll go ahead and go with this one because it is a high-end motherboard. All right, system cooling. We're going with 360. Skip that. There it is, guys. The i9-7980XE 18 core. Let's go ahead and add that. Okay. Let's skip over these. And now for the GPU, we got the 1080 Ti, so I'll add that too. Okay, moving on up. So the memory, unfortunately, we don't have the specific memory. Actually, oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Perfect. 32. That weird number. So it is real. It's not fiction. It's real. The 32 gigabyte. Windows 10 Home. Yes, we do have Intel Optane memory. Add that. Hey. Okay, Windows 1 again. It's giving me an alert that's going to be matched up with the hard drive. So, let me go ahead and pick out the hard drive here. Actually, let's move on. Okay. Sweet. So the hard drive, Omar, where would the OS be installed?
So the operating system is going to be installed on the Optane.
On the Optane itself, the 4. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add that right there.
The Optane memory can be used for anything to like direct the cache speed onto that.
Okay. Okay. Hold. So what we'll do is actually I'll put the 2 terabyte Western Digital here. Because what it's doing is pairing up the Intel Optane with this drive. So 32 gigabytes can be paired up with the 2 terabyte Western Digital. We'll do that, and then we'll add the... Where is the Optane? Can't add the Optane here. And we don't have the 480. You know what? For now, this is a temporary decision. Again,
I think it's actually when you scroll a little bit more down, it might be there.
No, can it? No, Optane's only available on hard drive 1. It just gets angry. So in the configurator, for some reason, we can't do that. But we'll be fine. Okay, Intel Optane storage drive. Actually, let's do that. So if we do this...
Oh, my bad.
Hey. Anyways.
I'm going to push this away.
Alright, so I'm putting on approximations right now. Because again, it's not matching up. Alright, so let's make sure... What do we got? So it's double checking. This hard drive. This is making my head go around. Okay. 32 gigabytes of Intel Optane memory. And then we're going to go with... I have to skip over that. The 2 terabyte, which we have. The free... Oh, we can't add the free one. I'm trying to make this as accurate as possible here. Okay, so we already add the 2. Let's add a... Because again, we don't have the HyperX. So we'll add an Origin PC approved SSD. Unfortunately, we don't have on here, so we'll go ahead and go with this one. So it's not gonna be precise, it's gonna be as close as possible. And M2, the storage bay, which we already got the 2 terabyte. We'll go ahead and pick a price point that's close to the Intel drive, which is about 600. So this isn't completely accurate, I'm just picking this because this is close to the 900p. Alright, so that's okay, so everything else is accurate. So let me put that away there. None. Okay, that's perfect. Cool. Okay, none. Which hard drive cage we have the normal one?
Sorry?
The hard drive cage?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We don't have that. We got that. Capture card. Gotta add that.
Oh, got him.
And all right, everything's done. And this is again, this is an approximation. But this system comes out to around $6,855. Again, this is an approximation, but this includes the custom panels, the Intel Core i9 processor, the hard drives, and actually the hard drives definitely help the system. And then we have the GPU, the RAM. So this is, again, the approximation, but there's your number. This is a close to 7K, as I see in chat. But there you go. Again, I keep saying it over and over because I need to emphasize this is not exactly matching up. So if you try to match up with what we did, it's not going to work. All right, so back to the build.
Almost done running these cables through.
Almost done. Look at Omar. Just knocking it out. Buddy-o, knocking it out. Okay, let's see. So one thing that Alexis likes to say, this is my time to repeat something that he likes to say on these streams, is that if you compare our system with the PC part picker, the difference is very, very minimal, if any. So again, for this specific system, we can't exactly price it out exactly because again, some of the parts aren't on the site. But if you kind of put them there, you can see the difference. Because again, you have to remember that our systems come with lifetime support. So if anything happens to any of the parts, we'll be there to back it up. Backup.
Backup.
I want to get a shirt that says backup. That's going to be like my title now. Content specialist? No. Backup. I'm sorry, I'm scanning for questions right now. That's why I'm kind of like reading. Hearthstone, Payday 2, Talisman, Darkest Dungeon, and then back to working. Oh, I know the back to working part. Gotta go back to work. No more Quake. Stop playing Quake. And that's true. I mean, it's always gonna be cheaper when you build it yourself. That's not like an obvious thing. But when you go with us, the support, the backup.
Backup.
Backup. How powerful is the Core i9? So I can tell you the speed since I already have that open over here. So, the processor base frequency for the 18 cores, for each individual core, is 2.6 gigahertz, and the max turbo is 4.2 gigahertz. Now, if what I just said doesn't make any sense to you, it just means there's lots of cores that go about that speed. So again, when it goes to the max turbo, that's when it really takes off, I believe. So, again, this is perfect for handling streaming encoding and other things. It's for games, it's like, if you're playing games with this processor, it's like, I'm trying to find a good metaphor to tell you guys, but I can't get it. Basically, you're taking a hammer to a very tiny nail that you could probably push in with a finger. It's a lot of power for games.
You're driving a Ferrari behind a moped.
Exactly. So the 18 cores is definitely something you want if you're really using that PC for something. Because gaming and streaming is definitely that something part. Because streaming, again, if you get that best encoding, if you have any issues with your stream, it's not going to be your PC. That's for sure. It's probably going to be internet related. What was your first PC gaming build? Well, we already answered that, but we'll go ahead and answer it. Omar already said it. It was i7 2000 and
600.
600.
Yeah, 2600K with a Radeon GTX. No, a Radeon. It was the AMD
Yep.
graphics card.
Yep.
A Radeon 6670.
Yep.
They go for like $40 now.
Yep.
Back in the day, they were up there like 250.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's Kuzi? So Kuzi, unfortunately, has food poisoning. But today, my name's Lewis. This is Omar building a PC. We're in for him and the builder because, you know, life happens. People get sick. So you gotta have backup. And we're the backup. I know this isn't right. Trust me, I feel wrong too. I should be off writing the script or something. How safe is it to overclock memory and CPU? Now, overclocking memory, that's not exactly something that... Have you overclocked memory before, Omar? Do you think that's safe?
So...
The CPU I already know, but the memory is something I've like heard of in passing.
Yeah, Origin actually has their own little secret sauce when it comes to overclocking memory.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite classified, but yes, we do, and I have.
Okay. But how safe? I would probably, my advice would be to look up guides.
Yes.
Because again, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to be like, oh, this thing can handle it. You don't want to do that because next thing you know, you're breaking it. So definitely look up some guides, look up some videos, and prepare yourself. I think that's one thing. That's like an asterisk everyone has said with overclocking guides is like if you're gonna overclock, be prepared for the worst. Especially if you've never done it before. If you've done it before, then you're prepared. But if you've never done it before, there's always that, you know, that fear of, you know, breaking it. How much is the price? This is close to 7K. I see lots of opinions going on around chat. Everyone has their own opinions. I have mine. People have others. I know they're just saying about that, but I don't want to say it. About opinions. Trying to be polite. I know Alexis would definitely come in here and slap people around, but I'm more polite. Unless you tell me 1v1 me on Quake, then I'll be like, alright, no, let's go. But no. Man, if you do threaten me 1v1 in Quake, I assume that, you know, you're probably pretty good if you're going to challenge me, but there you go. Can you explain the Origin PC warranty? So we did it earlier. I'll go ahead and do it again briefly. We're going to jump to the website just to quickly go over the warranty. Or warranty options, I should say. Okay, so over here we have the warranty screen on our system that we price out to be very similar to Mighty Mouse's system. So we offer a couple tiers of warranty. Basically, we have 1, 2, and 3 year warranties of part replacements. But the difference between the two, as you see there's 2 in each, is that one of them offers 45 days shipping. So what that means, if anything involves having to ship back and forth, shipping is covered with the 45 day. If you pick the second option, shipping is covered for the entire year. So you have to ship, for whatever reason, you have to ship the system to us. And back, shipping is covered. So that's the difference, essentially. Part replacement, self-explanatory. I just want to explain the shipping part. Actually, if you click the learn more, there's even more details about it. So it even tells you right there the details for each warranty, if you have any questions about that. Yeah, that learn more person right there explains so much. Look at that. Cool. All right, back to the build. So Omar, you're still cabling.
Yep.
It's coming out pretty cool.
Yep. Thanks. Kind of trying to do everything as independent as possible with the main cables, and then this is kind of easy because I'll just set this to one side and then make them run all straight down through here. It's pretty easy.
It's cool to see, like I said earlier, it's really cool to see everyone else do the different cabling because it looks really nice, but everyone has different like styles, like an artist. You know, no one's gonna match the same thing. So, I see some people asking some questions here. Can you explain? Okay, I already answered that. What do you think about the Ryzen overall? I think it's great. We actually use it here internally, and our system, we do offer Ryzen processors too. So overall, they're good. Actually, the PC that we're currently streaming on does have a Ryzen processor. We're a Threadripper, actually. So, great. Currently have a GTX 960. I look upgrade. Wait. Again, that's a tough one to answer because there's some good deals popping up right now. I mentioned earlier in the stream is that, you know, EVGA and other people are putting up new offers on graphics cards. Now, for what reason, I don't know. But if you put two and two together, definitely it seems that something is on the horizon. Again, I don't know. But if you're in a rush, go ahead and get them. But if you're willing to wait, wait. Because I think by that point, you'll see the price points are going to differ. And then, of course, you're going to have, you know, different, you know, the prices are going to vary. So it's pretty much up to you. Like, if for whatever reason, maybe you have a tournament you need to get to, or you want to up your performance for something like ASAP, then get the card now. But if there's no rush, just chill and wait. Question, what's the worst that can happen to overclocking? Bricking. Yeah, that's true. The selling, because I mean, we saw what happened earlier with the mining cards. Like, what happens if there's a shortage or anything like that? But I'm pretty sure these guys are going to be prepared. NVIDIA's definitely going to be prepared for that, and all the vendors. One-year part replacement with the manufacturer component is a 3-year warranty. So again, that's on a part-by-part basis, but that's why the support team can tell you, because again, every single part has a warranty, and we have connections to all our partners, right? So if something happens, we can actually reach out to them directly without having to go through the support process or everything like customers have to do. Because we can just like email them and be like, hey, something's wrong with this, you know, send us a part ASAP. That's like it's faster. But yeah, the customer, actually, you're correct. So after the first year, well, again, contact support. Support has all the answers for that one. I hope I answered your question, but if you want me to elaborate more, I can. A lot of people are in holding pattern with GPUs. That's true. Do you guys sell 3D mounts for motherboards that offer that option? 3D mounts. I'm checking. I know we don't currently. We might, but again, no guarantees. So I'm gonna go with no on that question. Is SLI worth doing? Gotta be honest, no. The feature is essentially single GPUs. Like, there's been a shift between a couple years ago, like with a lot of developers supporting SLI games. This year, off the top of my head, I cannot name any game that can take advantage of SLI, so I'm gonna straight up say no. Maybe graphical, like for benchmarks and all that, but if you're using it for gaming, no. Okay, how do you handle the airflow since the front panel is closed off? So the air actually comes in from the top. Omar, can you actually explain that again?
Yeah, so let's say, let me flip this over. So I actually have the fans for the radiator right up here on top, and so the airflow is going to be coming in and then exhausting out through the back. So airflow to the top, circulates, and then exhaust.
And actually, you can't see it on here, but we do have holes all over the case. Like, can you actually show what I'm talking about? So if you look in the back of the case, show the back of the case. You see how there's those holes right there? So those are like all over, like those, yeah, the ones where your hands are next to. So those are all over. There's some in the front, so actually air can escape or go through. You can't really show it on here because it's. Can you open the front panel and see if you can show that? Actually, on the renders we have some, but you kind of see it in the bottom of the PC right there. It's just the lighting. You can't see it as well. Yep, see, there you go. So there are holes right there for airflow. So it's not completely closed off. There's definitely some entry points. So I hope I answered your question. Oh, here's another one. No dust filters. There are dust filters. We're gonna be adding the filter to the top part. It's after, but the Millennium does come with like the top portion. There's a dust filter, so it actually catches the dust before it goes through the fans. We don't have it on. Actually, let me do a quick check here to see if we have an image of it. I know it's on our video. We have a video on YouTube that shows the dust filter. I don't think it's on our site, but there is a dust filter. Yeah, there's no image here. Yeah, I can confirm there is one. Okay, questions. I say that YouTube has some questions. I wanted to answer them. It's possible in ordering a computer to choose another motherboard which is not listed. So what we can do, Shaman King, is that sometimes we have customers that like tell us like, I want to use this specific part. So what they would do, they would send us the part. Again, you need to contact sales to confirm this. So what I've heard before, I could be saying something wrong, so I apologize. But if you contact sales and tell them like, I want to use this specific motherboard that you guys don't offer, you place an order, make notes of that, make sure you talk to the sales rep, send us the part that you want. We'll take off the motherboard from the order, so that'll be subtracted, and we'll use the motherboard that you send. We do that sometimes, especially with the graphics card side, because sometimes people want like a specific GPU that we might not offer, but they want a specific GPU, so they'll send us the GPU and we'll put it in the system. I hopefully that answered your question, but if you have more questions, contact our sales team. They'll be more than happy to elaborate more. Please so much. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to catch up with our YouTube friends. Sorry. Can I have a PC? Can I have a PC? I want a PC. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat right now, so I'm not saying anything. Do you know any giveaways? Okay, we'll talk about the giveaways again. Bloop. So currently we have an EVGA 19th anniversary giveaway in partnership with Swifty and EVGA. So you see there, it is a full PC. This is for US and parts of Canada, excluding Quebec. Sorry, Quebec. It includes a DG7077 black case. So this is a special edition EVGA Origin PC. So again, we will never, that I know of, to my knowledge, do this again. So this is a very special build, which includes the Supernova 750 G1 PSU, an EVGA's Z370 classified motherboard, and an EVGA 240mm CLC cooler, and of course the highlights being an EVGA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti SC2 GPU and an Intel Core i7 8700K processor. You can enter at originpc.com/EVGA. And again, I have to repeat, this is US and parts of Canada, excluding Quebec, and Puerto Rico, if I'm correct, and US. Oh, let me tell you, because I got it right here. Because if you look in the terms and conditions, it can answer all your questions. That's the trick. So if you ever have that question, is it US only? The answer is in the terms and conditions. I actually help write those. So District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, and Canada, excluding Quebec, except where prohibited by local law. There you go. Hopefully that answered that question. Well, ripped. Yeah, sorry about that. But we do worldwide giveaways. You got to stay tuned to those. We usually send emails out when we do them. So just stay tuned. And also we usually put it in the headline, so that's how you'll know.
Have to whip out the manual for a second.
Oh, see, that's why you don't throw away the manual, because sometimes you need them. Omar is learning. He's reading.
Gotta find one little part.
All right, let's jump over to our Twitch friends. What do we got? Question, what is your guys' opinion for which is better, fan or liquid cooling, and why? I personally have a fan, but all of our PCs at Origin are liquid cooled with all-in-one coolers. I know Omar's currently looking up about the motherboard, so I'm not going to ask him, but... Oh, here, you're ready to answer the question.
Yeah.
Water cooling or fan cooling?
Ooh, water.
So he's all about the water. Of course.
Feel like in today's day and age, with just how technology is going and how like kind of foolproof all of these water-cooled systems are, I feel like, and for the price as well, water all the way.
There you have it. So Omar, the builder, water, liquid. But again, when I say liquid, don't be terrified, because I know when I heard liquid, I'm like, oh man, that's like the full, like all the colors and all that. There's all-in-one coolers that we offer and other companies offer that can take care of your cooling needs and can also help you overclock if you want to. So, but again, Omar's correct. The technology has advanced to the point where you can get water cooling all-in-one enclosures to take care of it. And actually, even GPUs are getting on that train. I believe EVGA does have some all-in-one GPU coolers. So, it's definitely getting there. You could actually, yeah, you can. Okay, what do we got? That's EU racist. Hey, we try, man. We try to do worldwide. You know what? We ship worldwide. We'll have Alexis tell us.
Ship worldwide.
Yeah, see. It's just, again, a lot of it, to be like honest with you guys, it's legal stuff. So there's a lot of little itsy bitsy things there that, you know, you kind of have to be careful with. So there's these things called laws and stuff, and there's other things called lawyers and stuff, and they're pretty intimidating if you're not familiar with it. So it's got to be safe, because then when we do the worldwide ones, we make sure that we're good. But again, you got to be safe. Even here in the US, you got to be safe. So be safe. All right, next questions. Shout out to Nanokitten. She's awesome. Watch your live streams ready for liquid cooled. Oh, glad to hear that our streams do help out. Awesome. I mean, we try our best to answer our questions. I feel like I'm trying the best I can with answering these questions. I know Alexis is like the king of answering questions. He's like bam, bam, bam at questions, but we're doing it. In the front, is that a fan mount on the bottom? So I'm trying to remember the front of the case. That opening right there, that is actually.
Well, it's just grommets. It's just like a grommet.
Yeah, it's just holes. There's no fan placed there. And then also there's the storage bays for the hard drives, so you can place there. Yeah. You can't see it because of the angle and the darkness, but there's definitely bays there that you can store the hard drives. Okay, let's jump to those questions. U.S. Virgin Islands too? Oof. Does that district? That's a good question. I'm gonna look that up right now for you. I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, you're good. Don't worry about it. It's part of port. It's considered legally part of that section. You're good. Wait, what part do you take in the origin company? Are you like a manager or something? Okay, so I'm not a manager. Even though I'm dressed like all fancy today, I'm not a manager. I'm the content specialist. So what I do is I do all the writing and stuff on the website. I do the writing for the show, the producing on the show. I do some videos. So the videos you guys see on YouTube, I do those. A lot of Photoshop and image creation, and production stuff. Like hosting this show, because normally I don't really. This is the first time hosting a live build. But I have hosted Origin PC Live, which will be tomorrow. So I'm no stranger to these Twitch streams. Actually, normally during the Twitch streams, while Alexis is here talking, I'm usually behind the scenes, like sending him messages and whatnot. And Omar, what's your title officially?
Technical marketing specialist.
There you go.
Yeah. So me and John, the other guy that normally does these builds, besides PJ.
Yeah.
We do the builds for like reviews, for sponsorships, as well as events.
Yeah. So these guys are like the VIP, as we say, VIP. So my master, you're getting VIP. I mean, everyone gets VIP here. What am I saying? I see those systems. I'm like, man, they look so good. And not to discredit Omar. Omar does a great job here too. But some of the systems, I know that some of you that do have systems, you already know. Everyone gets VIP. Have you ever made your own PC builds? Me personally, not yet. I've always done the research. Like I know the process. I've never actually sat down and done it. It's just busy, man. It's always busy. It's just time. Like time just disappears, and you're just like, man, I have no time for this. So I do like upgrading my own computer. So I have my own computer. I do upgrades and cleaning on that end. So like I'm no stranger to the computer parts, so I can easily go in and, you know, upgrade the RAM. I'm gonna download some RAM, guys. BRB. Any discounts if you live in South Florida? Good question. So actually, if you do live in the Miami, South Florida area, you can actually pick up your PC here and essentially forego the shipping and just get it directly from here. Contact our sales team if you are interested in doing that, though. Just to be clear, because we have had customers that, you know, are not too far from us, so instead of having to ship the PC or do anything like that, you can do that. That's, I think, the best discount I can probably offer. But again, contact sales. See what they can do. How do you choose whose PC gets streamed? So Mighty Mouse is a sponsor. So we're going to be sponsoring Mighty Mouse. So that's why a long time ago, when Alexis opened the floor to streaming PCs to everyone started requesting to stream the PC. Like, it got so bad to the point that if they did the math, that if they actually did start streaming the PCs for everyone that requested it, it would have gone over for a year. And they're like, yeah, we can't do that. Like, we're not going to be streaming PCs for the entire time. So we only do it for sponsored streams or for special events or just to build out of nowhere. Because we did one a while ago that actually voiced. Actually, that's not true. See, I lied. This is actually my second live build because I did do a live build as like the background voice. I didn't show on camera. I was the background voice while Alexis one that built it. Like, see, I forgot that. See, it's different for me. This is my first, so it's correct. This is my first time being on camera. This is my second live build because the first time I was behind the scenes, you didn't see my face. So.
Yeah, the only other time I was on stream was for that Battlefield 4.
Yeah, the Battlefield 5, the alpha.
Battlefield 5, yes.
Yeah, when we played the closed alpha, which is pretty fun. For getting you guys custom PC, how often would you take the best maintenance clean the PC and why? It depends for person to person. Again, I like to take the system outside and like when the weather's good, obviously, and you know, get a can of compressed air and do it correctly and get the dust out. If you look up online, there's a whole bunch of guides on how to clean your PC the right way. I mean, again, if Alexis was here, he'd probably answer more precise on how. Like, I think he does the same thing too by taking it outside. But I don't know if we have like an official procedure that we recommend to our customers for cleaning the PC. Yeah, cleaning the dust filters is pretty much all you have to do, especially if, you know, the Millennium does have one. But I know for me, I have to do the cleaning out. Will SLI get better in next-gen GPUs? Honestly, I mean, if NVIDIA all of a sudden says that SLI will be back, I don't know. And honestly, that leans more into developers as well, right? Because back when SLI was a thing, that's when developers were really like taking advantage of that hardware. But now that graphics cards are so good, you don't need a second GPU. That, you know, there's no need. Actually, when was the last SLI game? SLI games. I'm curious. I'm just looking this up just out of curiosity. The most recent one was Shadow Warrior 2. That was 2 years ago. FYI. Witcher does support SLI. Dark Souls does support SLI. Rainbow Six does support SLI. Fallout does. Mad Max, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Rise of the Tomb Raider. So there are relatively some recent titles here, but not like recent. Like none of the games from last year were SLI. Facebook wants to know any idea of in the next thing it's SLI scaling will be better. No idea. I mean, we were just talking about SLI right now. No clue. I mean, you can use technically SLI and stuff, but like official support, it's not there. It's just kind of fallen out. I mean, I'm looking at the list right here, so. And thank you again, Hershey's, for providing the Facebook questions. Again, I'm not able to see them because, you know, I'm hopping through all these chats, but I can't get the Facebook one. So, Omar, if I had to ask you for a percentage of how percent-wise are you done with the PC, how far would you think?
Right now it's basically just cable management.
Okay. Yeah, because I see all the parts in there, so.
Yeah. Nah, honestly, the longest part would be for me would be the cable management. So I would roughly say maybe another 20.
All right, sounds good.
Another 20, roughly. Yeah, another 20 can do it.
All right, so Omar's currently doing the cable management on that end. Just making sure everything's clean.
precise.
We're getting for that the airflow. So I saw everyone had those different games that they're currently playing. Also, FYI, Omar, it's 6:30 p.m.
Oh no.
I know.
I had a stream at 7.
Oh no, Omar's gonna miss his stream.
Yes.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Omar's gonna be late, but he'll be like, you know what? I've been streaming. I built PC Live today. Catch it on Twitch and YouTube. Actually, speaking of streaming and stuff, my friends actually jumped on to just talk some stuff to me on the YouTube channel. They're like, hey. What graphics cards for a budget PC would you recommend? Still recommend 750 Ti, 2GB. The 1060 is great. That's what actually I'm using right now is a 1060 because I use it for 1080p gaming. But I just got a 4K TV, so that upgrade's coming soon, man. But you know what? If you guys were watching earlier, I did mention that, you know, if you're in a rush, if you want to get a GPU now or wait, I'm definitely in the wait boat because I would definitely want to jump on the 4K gaming train. So. Oh, man. This is John, by the way. Oh, man. PC has really come along. Good job, guys. Woo! Twitch, what? I mean, Twitch. What am I gonna say? Twitch. Omar, what's your Twitch handle?
You sure?
The what?
Are you sure? Like, that's fine?
No, someone is asking you. If you want to.
Yeah, totally. So my Twitch is Quantum PC Gamer.
Quantum PC Gamer.
Yeah, I've been going daily for the past month and a half now.
Cool. What have you been playing?
Ooh, so I just recently, about maybe a week ago, got ultimately hooked on Paladins.
Okay.
I've been playing Paladins a lot. And also playing some Terraria with my best friend on the server that he has open. Today I was actually going to do a whole Minecraft modded Let's Play. Of course, of Minecraft.
Yeah.
And,
Minecraft's fun.
Yeah, it's not bad. And of course, Fortnite, PUBG.
Fortnite.
But honestly, that Paladins, I've been on it for a while.
Cool. I haven't tried it. I was going to play it on the Switch because I saw that they just recently released it for free.
Ooh, and also, have you played Osu?
Osu.
It's that like mouse accuracy type of Japanese music based game.
That sounds familiar. I feel like I've...
Osu is so intense. I know my friend, he plays it when he's waiting
Yep, I've heard about this. Yep.
Yeah, my best friends were one of my friends, he streams as well.
Yep.
He's waiting to get on the match in the game and he plays like a little quick couple songs. Super intense. I don't know, I've actually started playing a bunch of hard songs and it's actually really cool to pass time.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if that'd be good to get your aim up.
Oh, no, yeah, honestly.
It's
really, right when I get into a match, I feel refreshed. Like, I feel super energetic. Like my heart's pumping.
Heart's pumping for Paladins. I don't like to hype myself up for Quake and for PUBG matches.
No, yeah, honestly, I feel like those type of games, they take more time.
Yeah, they do take a lot of time. Yes, I mean, Fortnite not tactically...
Oh, no, yeah.
Just build.
Yeah, Fortnite, honestly, it's all technique, and I feel like the cool thing about Fortnite is that you could have advantage any point.
It's true.
If you have mats on you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you absolutely need the materials at any time. Because then, I think the worst part, I remember I was playing a match, it was a top 5 situation, and I was building my heart out. I was just putting walls like crazy, and these guys just kept shooting and shooting and shooting. And then all of a sudden I realized I ran out of materials, and I'm like,
oh no,
I'm out. I have nothing. And I had 900 or something. I built a lot of walls. They destroyed everything. I'm like, man, these guys just could not run out of ammo. And I got 3rd place. But, man. Oh, I see you got some more questions going on over here. I will get to them right now. Let's see what we got. Okay, here we go. Question, curious any PC parts you guys don't have for the company would love to have hands-on for the company and why? Good question. I fortunately can't answer that specifically because I'm not the one that deals with that. It would be cool to have VR headsets, I guess, right?
Oh yeah, I've never tried VR.
Oh, we have it. We should try it one day.
Ooh.
It's pretty cool. For members that done live BC builds, what would you say is most particular about their cable management? That's kind of hard, honestly. I feel like you'd have to have them all side by side. to answer that.
Yeah, and kind of just go at it.
Yeah.
And wait until everybody ends to kind of see what the final product is.
Yeah, because again, everyone has their own like individual style, like the way they do it. Omar's doing it differently from compared to PJ and John.
Yeah.
So. Quantum. It's quantum. Yeah. He put it. Someone else in chat put it this correct spelling.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, everyone's putting. So you might have some extra watchers,
Woo,
Omar.
awesome.
There you go.
Thank you guys. Yeah, normally I stream daily from 7 p.m. to 10.
There you
Today, of course, obviously.
Might be going from 8 to 11, maybe.
No, yeah, of course.
Yeah, there you go.
So.
2 hours. Fortnite is a damn meme game. It's getting extremely popular. 8.5 billion value for
Yeah,
Epic Games.
I heard that
Congratulations.
yesterday. My best friend told me, he's like, how do you make $1 billion with the B out of a game? Like,
Man, I'm happy for Epic, man. I'm really happy. I've been a Gears of War fan forever. And then, when Gears jumped from Epic to Microsoft, when Microsoft bought the franchise, it's like, man, Epic doesn't have too much going on. And they had Fortnite. Before Battle Royale came out, they had Fortnite. And I'm like, oh, it could be cool. And then Fortnite came out last year. I was like, oh, it's cool. And then Battle Royale came out. And then, it had a slow start. And then it...
out of nowhere.
The rest is history. GTX 1080, i7 807K turbo, but I want to overclock my which direct OCing 2. Man, I wish I could answer that, but I can't. Because again, personally, if it were up to me, I'm a little terrified of overclocking, so I probably wouldn't do it myself. I would probably have someone else do it for me. Like, I don't know, it's just kind of scary. Of course, you could watch guides and whatnot to do it appropriately, but depends. Not sure why Fortnite is popular. It's free, it's colorful, it's easy to get into, and it also helps that there's a lot of personalities behind it, like in the streaming side as well. But I think definitely the ease of getting into it, because again, colorful, and it has the Minecraft effect. I feel like Fortnite is very similar to Minecraft and how it's grown in popularity.
And how it blew up, yeah.
Because like Fortnite was, this little indie game that nobody knew about, but it was really fun to play. There was actually like a mod from another game or something like that, and then blew up. Microsoft bought it, whatever. But there you go. From what time zone? Warframe is what's up. I still need to play that.
I haven't played Warframe.
Everyone's been talking extremely high. I know Alexis has played it, and he says it's really, really cool.
Game, or?
No, it's kind of like a... Chat, you could probably do it better than I can. Like, what's a good comparison for Warframe for someone that's never played it? I mean, I've seen it being played before, but I can't honestly... I've never played it myself either, but I've just seen videos of it, and like it looks really cool. I just like Quake. Sorry. And the Battle Royale games. Someone will probably answer that in chat pretty quickly, so... World of Warcraft, but with robot ninjas. Halo on steroids. I love these descriptions. Everyone's doing great. Destiny is a good comparison. Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? The new game coming out. That's kind of an amazingly remade version of Destiny.
New game that's coming out. That's amazing.
They had it on E3. They premiered it.
I'm having a blank, and I watched all the E3 stuff.
Oh, it looked real nice.
I watched so much. E3 is wild this year. Destiny 2.
No.
And the expansion is coming out. Anthem. There you go.
That's the one.
Anthem. Thank you.
It's looking real nice.
Oh, here's a good question. How do you handle the smaller wires, like for the power switch and the reset switches that go into the motherboard?
You could run them inside the case. I mean, I'm running them to the outside because I'm just gonna zip tie them to the whole, to like the stem, or like the trunk of the tree that is the wires. But honestly, you could just run them inside the case if you have enough holes or enough place to put tear-ups, and you just kind of slither them through the little edges and whatnot.
There you go. Yeah, slithering them through the case is definitely what I've seen being done in the live builds.
Yeah, and the great thing that I do with this, because of the power supply shroud, is that I still zip tie all of these down, all bunched up together. But once you put the shroud on top,
yeah.
God.
Yeah, that shroud is great, especially for hiding all that together. Because all the cables are organized. It looks kind of a little messy from this angle, but trust me, all the cables are organized in their different components. Yeah. So you know which is which. And then they should have markings on which is which, right?
Yeah, they all have their own identity.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, this is the GPU one, this is the motherboard one, this is the whatever. Okay, let's go back to the questions. And An i5 3470 GT plus GTX 1060 is equal better than AZ i7 4720 HQ and GTX 90. So there's a website. I forgot. There's a benchmarking website that you can actually put the specs of specific things and compare them. Off the top of my head, I can't really pinpoint that. I feel like the 980 is slightly better than the 1060, but for the processor side, I feel that the i5 might actually be better. But again, I would definitely highly recommend using the websites to put those specific parts and compare them together. Honestly, I want Minecraft back. I dislike Fortnite. It's still going. I mean, I bet you the popularity will pop up again when the movie comes out, because there is a movie coming.
For Minecraft?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yep. That's in the works, along with Sonic the Hedgehog and other video game movies coming up. No, the Sonic movie is going to be a wild one, because rumors that Jim Carrey is going to be Dr. Robotnik.
Oh, wow.
That'd be really... That's
going to be great. I know there was an Uncharted one.
Yep, the Uncharted movie.
Yeah.
It's origin ship to Toronto, and any extra charges. So I can't tell you about the extra charges specifically for me personally, because you'd have to check on the site. But if you contact sales or email them, or just general inquiry to see how much it would cost extra to ship to Toronto. But we do ship worldwide. Rocket League without the cars. Oh man, I started to comment out someone who stole the PC. That sucks. Sorry to hear that.
Someone what?
Someone's PC was stolen.
Oh.
That sucks. Have you ever heard of Identity RPG? It was announced 2015. Small group of people are creating it, and I have not heard of that. Do you get the VR panels? I don't think those are coming back, BA, because we were actually talking about that, about how VR headsets might actually be changing in the future, and how they actually new VR headsets, they haven't been announced yet, but it's looking like new VR headsets are not going to need HDMI or USB anymore. They just need one cable. They created a new standard, so you can, for future VR headsets, you just need a USB Type-C cable. That's it. So imagine, because right now, if you have a Vive or an Oculus, you need the USB cable and an HDMI cable. Now in the future, you just need a USB-C cable. So I think that's probably why it's not coming back. I can't answer that like fully, but hopefully that gives you an idea of how the VR panel is looking like.
Future.
Is 8700K 6 cores 12 threads plenty enough for local recording with OBS at 1080p high frame rate, or should I wait till Intel announces the new i7 core? I think that should be enough. Honestly, the 6 core processor is really good on the 8700K. 1080p high frame rate, I think so. My advice would be to look up other people with that setup. That's what I've been saying repeatedly through the stream, is try to find other people with a similar setup and compare to see if that matches your setup, to see if that meets your needs. That's what I like to do. Like when I got my GPU upgrade, I tested I looked at benchmarks of everything. I'm like, which one will work for me? Just definitely do your research before that. This origin ship to Canada, we ship worldwide. Why doesn't it offer a streamer destination like our? So we do. You have to contact sales, and then we'll try to, figure something out for you for streamer discounts. So again, contact sales. We'll see what we can do. We usually try to the best we work with everyone. If you're starting out, whatever, just contact us and we'll see what we can do. No problem. Okay. You play Call of Duty. The last Call of Duty I played was it was Advanced Warfare. Ugh. Wow. I might be trying Black Ops 4 because of the Battle Royale component if they do it right.
Yeah. Same.
I'm really curious to see what Activision and that team over at, I believe it's Treyarch. Yeah, Treyarch is working on Call of Duty this year. I'm really interested to see what they do with the Battle Royale component. So, but yeah, Advanced Warfare. Oh man, that was the Exosuits one. I like the Exosuits because they're kind of cool in terms of gameplay components, but
I wasn't a fan.
It was okay.
My favorite Call of Duties were Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 2 was my best so far, my favorite, and then maybe 3.
3 is whatever, take it or leave it. But I did like 2 a lot. 2 is awesome.
Yeah.
Like multiplayer wise, story wise, completely over the top. Like you thought 4 was crazy, and then you see 2 story, and you're like, what?
Yeah, the story when it started with Call of Duty 4. Oh god.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
Oh man, 4 was a game changer. You talk about games that I was like talking about the games that really change everything. Call of Duty 4 is definitely up there. Like Fortnite's now on that list, like with Minecraft and like the big games that like change everything.
Yeah.
PUBG's also on the list too, because man, PUBG sent. If it weren't for PUBG and Fortnite, we probably wouldn't be getting Battle Royale Call of Duty and Battle Royale Battlefield. So.
Well, you know where they say the myth where Battle Royale games actually originated from?
Where?
So it all started with the movie The Hunger Games, and then from there, when they implemented Hunger Game features in servers on Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft. Yeah.
That's the legend.
I think like
where it originated from.
I know that Brendan Green, PlayerUnknown, he refers to Battle Royale, the Japanese movie. It's like a cult movie. It's not a popular movie, but it's a movie about like a bunch of school kids going and doing essentially Battle Royale, where it's only one person standing. It's like this ultra violent like. If you, I don't think they could have made that movie today, honestly. That legend's completely wrong. Oh, they're calling you out, Omar.
The what?
They're calling you out. They're saying the legend's wrong. But yeah, Battle Royale is completely screwed up. Like, oh, I've seen. That's definitely yeah, it's true. Like when you start watching that movie, the first like intro sequence is like prepares you for what you're about to watch. It's like, oh man, completely wrong. Sorry, Omar, you're completely wrong.
All right, no, I mean, I heard it. I also saw it after that because I read it was a little review that someone wrote or like a little blog post, and then they uploaded that video that's kind of like from Rick and Morty, the Mystics, how they're all kind of pointing at each other.
Yeah,
and they have the faces of the Battle Royale games.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Is Demetrius with you? He was in chat earlier. He might have tuned out. Yeah, he was here earlier. If you scroll up in the chat, you can probably see him talking. But he's not here with us physically. I believe he's training right now, I believe. Could be wrong. I think he is. We'll let Alexis know. But again, that movie sounds almost like the Bellicose, right? There are some similarities a little bit. It's just the Battle Royale is more about, you know, the conflicts and whatnot. And Hunger Games, it's true. Hunger Games, that come from Battle Royale. Yeah. The Japanese movie. It's actually, you can actually buy that movie on Steam, ironically enough. Of course, you can get it in other platforms like Amazon, whatever, but it's definitely it's one heck of a watch, if I can say. If playing WoW is training, he's training for Battle of Azeroth. Very serious launch coming up, which we're going to be talking about a lot about Battle of Azeroth tomorrow with Swifty. So, speaking of which, if you guys want to see another live build, we have one tomorrow. Tomorrow at, not as a giveaway though, but we have a live build tomorrow at noon Eastern Daylight Time. So if you're somewhere else in the world, feel free to use that time and match it up to see if you want to tune into another live build. This time it's for Swifty, and actually Swifty will be in the studio with us, so he can actually be here and answering your questions and interacting with you guys if you're a fan of his content. So he will be here for that. And then also tomorrow, we will be having an episode of Origin PC Live with Swifty. Again, it's a very Swifty-heavy day. We'll be hanging out with Swifty pretty much all day, and we'll be talking about the latest games, geeks, stuff, like Comic-Con and stuff, and just chill out. So again, tune in tomorrow. And actually, on this note, I'm going to go ahead and throw in the EVGA giveaway. OriginPC.com/EVGA for an epic EVGA system powered by a 1080 Ti and an Intel Core i7-8700K processor. And again, I've mentioned this before, this is a US only giveaway with parts of Canada. Sorry, Quebec. I feel like I'm constantly apologizing for Quebec and the rest of the world. I'm sorry, guys. But we will let you know if we have worldwide giveaways in the future. Just stay tuned to our social feeds or in our emails. We usually send out all the updates on that for your chances to win. Back to the build. And it looks, oh man, Omar, that looks really cool.
I just have like 5 more minutes left.
Oh man, it looks really cool though. Let's see how much love you can get for that cable management. All right, chat, don't hold back. Let us know what you think about the cable management. I'm only gonna jump over to YouTube and see what's going on over YouTube friends.
Short, real quick on this end.
Does Origin do worldwide shipping? Yes, we do. I think that I go too far.
Also, one really cool thing. The cable management is completely dependent on the positioning of the ports of the motherboard. That's one thing that, because I remember I built this type of thing, one of my first ones actually when I started working here. So yeah. It was quite a mission.
Now look at that. Oof, that's clean. I'm gonna quickly answer some of the questions over from YouTube. Okay, what do we got? Can I get a keyboard? Can I get a keyboard? You have to buy a PC to get one. Nowadays, PCs don't come with keyboards, I think. Some bundles do, but you get the keyboard separately. The only game I can run is Minecraft. Hey, at least you can play a game.
Yeah.
Actually, Minecraft's not probably the only game you can run. You definitely run a lot of other games. I know Binding of Isaac is a low demanding, like there's not even any requirements for Binding of Isaac. You can run that. If anyone likes Binding of Isaac, it's a hit or miss game. Some people don't like it because it's pretty intense. People are saying, good job, Omar. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Really appreciate it.
Look at that. And just as a reference, this is my second but first camera live build. Omar's first official live build.
First live build.
Because again, we're doing backup for our friends over in Team Origin PC.
Back up.
Back up.
I feel like I've heard that in SpongeBob somewhere. When he's like a cop or something. They're like, back up. And
Back
they're
up.
like, back up.
PJ's is better. Oh.
No, PJ.
No, PJ's really good though.
PJ is a legend.
PJ's great.
PJ is a
No,
legend.
PJ's really good.
But honestly, one of the best cable managements that I've seen while I worked here was when John did that Intel Extreme Rig.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
There were like 3 cables, and I'm like, what? Where's everything? And he snuck it behind the, like in such a way. Oh, God, I've never seen anything like that. Yeah, but that's what I aspire. I aspire to continue building and kind of learning from them. And again, I work with John really, really close. So.
Yeah. We always strive to be better. I mean, we're good now, but you always got to strive to be better, man. You can't just say this is good. No, you gotta always be better.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You guys should hold classes on cable management. It's cool. I mean, I know there's so many guides on YouTube. I think just a quick Google search will get you a bunch of results for cable management. Question: if you guys have a custom PC from your own company and no holds barred budget, what custom PC would you have in it, and why would you want all the stuff in it? I think the best one to answer that would probably be like the Intel Rig Challenge we were just talking about, because that thing, for sure, is a wild piece. I actually cut the video for that, so if you want to go to youtube.com and look up the Intel Rig Challenge system from this year, I cut that video so you can actually see how that system came out. That's definitely a stuffed system. I think for me personally though, I mean, an over-the-top PC, I don't think I'd use like an over-the-top PC. Like 18 cores is amazing, don't get me wrong. And if I had a better internet to stream, I'd probably use that too, but i7 8700K with a 1080 Ti or a future GPU would probably be cool. Because I want to do 4K gaming. So.
No?
What?
You wouldn't do 4K gaming?
No, I would.
Oh,
I want to.
Yeah,
I just got a 4K TV. I'm ready to go. I'm like,
wow.
1060 is not good enough right now. I got to get more.
I've never gamed in 4K. And
pretty good.
When I first saw 144 hertz monitors,
that I know Nvidia had those upcoming the new displays that they were teasing with the other people at CES. Looks really cool. But I'm happy with 4K. Although I would like to see what I'd probably do? Get a laptop with a 140 hertz screen.
Yes.
That for sure. Actually, we do have some laptops that do have the 144 hertz screen.
And voila.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that the full system?
Oh, last thing.
Uh-oh.
I knew I was missing something.
Oh.
One SATA cable.
One SATA cable. Omar, slacking.
Yes, I knew it. I'm like,
slacking.
Wait, the hard drive. Wow.
How's that hard drive gonna work? There's no cable.
But SATA's running through. I mean, you have to SATA powers. The one SATA. Here we go. Ooh, nice. And I could run that right through here.
Oh, Kike, I'm sorry. We do sell laptops. Actually, just mentioned that. It's on our site. How do I enter the giveaway? originpc.com/EVGA. E as in eagle, V as in Victoria, G as in game, and A as in apple. Pretty quick. Just go in the browser, type it out. And there should, if you scroll down, it'll tell you how to enter. It would suck if we forgot on that part. We do testing. Don't worry. Like, even if he had forgotten and we're like, oh, we're done. After this, we're going to put this thing through a bunch of testing, do any other tweaks, and make sure it's all good to go. This is just to show you the actual building process, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. This isn't the beginning. We put the thing together and we do a bunch of testing. Are you overclocking? That I'm not 200% sure about. Links for losers. Hey. Hey. Links are for losers. For cool people. Nah, just kidding.
Okay.
He said apple is from... Oh, no, I'm not. No. Apple. What's that? It's an apple that you eat. Something that doesn't, you know, overheat. A little rhyme there. I hope you appreciated it. Rap god. I try. I'm not a rap god. I just had the two words are right there. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna go for it. It's a good rhyme. I see smoke. Uh-oh, Omar.
No smoke.
Uh-oh. We're gonna have to scrap this thing and do it all over again. See you tomorrow.
Nothing but perfection.
That looks really good, though.
Okay, and then around the Sato, right there. One tap.
Look at that. Could you actually move the camera so you can show the cables? Look at that. So it looks like there's like 4 different tracks or so of cables with like one crossover over there, but everything looks extremely clean. Yeah.
One crossover.
Yeah.
It was just not long enough to run it up
Yeah.
here.
But again, you have to work with the motherboard because, like Omar mentioned, it's true. The motherboards are different, so the actual like placements where you have to plug it in is different.
Yeah, like normally the connector for the motherboard will be here, but it's all the way up here, and there's 2 8 ones.
Yeah.
And then just different little things here and there.
Yep. Yeah, extremely clean. Let's show the other side. So that's the cables. And look at the inside. So again, I'm not gonna pull up the spec screen because we've already seen it a bunch of times. I'm just gonna read them out. So this is the Origin PC Millennium with an iCore. I'm tired. I apologize. Intel Core i9-7980 XE 18-core processor, which is right over there where the O is. That is cooled by the Origin Frostbite 360, which you can point at the radiator, which is at the top. So that's the cooling, and the radiator's right there. But the fans are up top too. Actually, could you go up and show the fans?
Yes.
Is the air filter on that?
Yes.
Yeah, so Omar's going to show you the air filter. So there's the air filter. So that's, you know, dust will get caught in that. So if you need to clean it, you just remove it. It's Velcro, so you just remove it, clean it up. I think it is Velcro. Am I correct or am I wrong?
I believe. Yeah, Velcro.
Yeah. So you just remove it and clean it out. There you go, see? Yeah. And then you got the magnets right there that attach to the top. Okay, so you got the fans, the clean fans over there. And then we got the motherboard, which is the X299, or the EVGA X299 dark motherboard. The black cables, which we saw on the other side. The single EVGA 11GB NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti. Powerhouse for gaming. But again, this is a streaming PC, but that GPU will be used in conjunction with the Elgato Gaming 4K 60 Pro capture card. So Mighty Mouse is going to be doing some 4K 60 FPS streaming. Gonna be cool looking. Could we get the full specs posted in chat? Because I got updated channels of full specs. Nightwalker, actually, let me see. I don't know if I can copy and post it. But here, I'm gonna put the screen up. Go ahead and take a screen cap of it. We'll go back to, hold up. Here, go ahead and take a screen cap of this. And you can hopefully type it out. Or use this image as well. Let me know if you got it, Nightwalker. Awesome. Okay. So we got that. We got the Elgato. We got the Intel. Intel everything. We got the Intel Optane SSD. Go ahead and point to that. It's kind of hidden.
Yeah, right under here.
It's so right there, the little black bar. That's the Intel Optane SSD 900p SSD. Right. So that little guy over there goes exceptionally fast for an SSD. And again, you get the Intel Core Plus benefits with a combination of the Intel Core i9 processor. And actually behind all of that, if I'm correct, Omar, is the Intel Optane memory, right?
Yeah, so it's actually right under the graphics card that's covered by the cooler.
So you can't even see it, but it is there. It's behind the graphics card. So it's there, and again, with the Optane and the Optane everything. Optane SSD, Optane memory. And again, that memory, to be specific, again, let me jump over to our display capture over here. Okay, just a quick refresher. We got the processor. Step 1, choose an origin PC desktop with an Intel Core. Well, we already got beyond this. This is like, we got i9, the full like power over here, plus an Intel Optane SSD, or Intel Optane memory, which we got both. So we're already, this is like overkill for the steps. Like, we're just taking these steps and just putting it to like crazy levels, up to 11. And then combining these two options gets you the Intel Core i9 Plus, ignore the 7, Intel Core i9 Plus benefits with the platform. It's exceptionally fast, especially for games, for loading, and for file. I think the biggest thing is file acquisition, honestly. I keep saying games, but file acquisition is definitely the best thing for this, because you're getting a SSD-like performance for your hard drive. All right, let's go back. And I think that about covers it. I mean, we have the hard drive storage as well. We have the 2 terabyte HDD, which I mentioned, the capture card. I think that wraps it up.
Yep.
Let me see if I can answer a couple last questions. Omar, actually, this is the time to bring out that panel.
Yes.
That's how we're going to end this thing. We're going to end it with a panel. But first, I'm going to answer any questions, any last questions, or last second questions you guys got. I'm going to go ahead and answer them before we wrap it up. Okay, we're not going to be able to put it on, but we're going to just show you it on camera. So this isn't mounted yet because we still have to put in the hinges. But Mighty Mouse, if you are watching, please take a look. Or if anyone wants to take screen caps, because please, I don't want to look in the wrong direction. Behold the panel. So is that HDUV or is that, what is that? I think
let me double check. I know it says it on the...
I think it's HDUV, I think.
It might be.
Yeah, look at that. So you got Mighty Gaming on that side and our logo in the bottom, but that will be adorning the side of the PC. Again, feel free to take a screenshot of the panel. And I think there's another one too, am I correct?
No, it was
just that one?
It was this as a custom panel, and
Okay.
then we have a dark clear panel.
Okay. Does the dark clear panel have anything or no?
No.
Okay.
Just...
So there you go. Take a look. All right, let me get your last call for questions. Last call. Is the i7 580/20 still good? I think it's still pretty good, in my opinion. But again, it depends on what you want to do with it, right? So if you want to check the games nowadays, because sometimes maybe more modern games might benefit with a higher CPU, but I'm using a 4000 series. You're fine. Ready for lots of fingerprints. We clean it. We clean it. Okay, YouTube, what do we got? Last call for YouTube. My GPU dead. Have sympathy for me. We will pray for you. You ship to Belgium. We ship worldwide. Omar, you get 10 out of 10 for cable management.
Woo, thank you.
Okay. Okay, what else we got? Sorry, I'm just like quickly running through any questions. I don't want to miss anyone's questions. Did you delid on the CPU for this build? No, we did not. No. We did not delid.
Negative.
Okay. I'm closing off the questions for now. I'm hoping to... Did you guys Angry Joe's panel? Oh, we love Angry Joe's panel. It's hilarious.
Ooh, yeah.
This is pretty good. Can this be run Roblox? Of course it can. It can run anything. Sorry, I had to bust out the Batman voice for that one. Still haven't answered my keyboard. Where is it? I'm sorry. I try my best, man. There's a lot of people coming here. I'm scrolling. I'm trying to find your name. Unless you're trying to trick me. Let's do... You play Counter-Strike occasionally, but my main game is Quake, so... Oh, keyboard question. And send it again, man. We're about to wrap this thing up. Can it run BIOS? Every computer has a BIOS. Now you're just sending those silliest questions. Now this is like last call and just all the ridiculous questions are coming in. Can I run MS-DOS? Like 20k times. Can it run anything? Can it see why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I don't know, man. I don't know. Do you get a keyboard with your PC? Okay, so if you get a keyboard with us, you do not, but we do sell keyboards on this, like when you go through, I'll show you quickly here. Actually, I don't even have it up, I apologize, but if you do order the PC, there is a section you can get your own keyboard, but it's an addition. Can it run Minecraft? 1 billion times. But yeah, for us, again, you have to check because some people that sell PCs, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. You have to. I definitely highly recommend checking. But for us, we don't sell it as a part of the package. You can add it. What about Crysis 3? Of course, it can run Twitch. It can run Crysis 3. It can run anything. You know what it can't run? I'm trying to think of something it can't run. Megacon? Did you say Megacon?
No, marathon.
Marathon. It cannot run a marathon. That is correct. Because I don't. Do you see any legs on that computer? Can it actually run? Nope. Cannot. Are you hiring? We always update our careers page. If you go to Origin PC or www.originpc.com, on the bottom, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a section called careers, and you can see that we have some open positions for there. And again, we're based in Miami, Florida. Yes, so definitely check these out. But yeah, go to originpc.com, scroll all the way down. It's under company and select careers. Okay. I'm about to wrap up the questions because I'm feeling beat up. It is 7:06 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time over here, and I am tired. Okay. Okay, it can run anything, but can it walk anything? No. Swifty build it tomorrow. That is correct. Actually, before I wrap this up, we're going to cover up what's happening tomorrow. Besides the giveaway. Correct. Tomorrow at noon, so in approximately less than 24 hours, we will have another live build. So stay tuned over here, and hopefully Alexis will be back here with us, all healthy and whatnot, or else you'll see me again, unfortunately. For me and for you guys. I apologize. I hope I did a good job. Again, stay tuned. At noon, we'll be here with Swifty. So if you guys don't like me, at least Swifty will be here to, you know, make it better. Yeah, Swifty's going to be here with us, and we'll be building his PC live in the studio, powered by NVIDIA GeForce and Intel Core i+. Moving on, we will also be having Swifty on Origin PC Live, which actually I need to go in the back and start working on that show, or else we're not going to have a show. So I need to hit the grind and get the show ready to go for tomorrow, and you guys can watch that at 4 p.m. EDT tomorrow, so that's 4 hours after the live build, or probably 2 hours after it's completed. But yeah, if you just tune into our channel, we'll be doing all sorts of Swifty stuff. And I think that, again, last call for the giveaway, originpc.com/EVGA, which you can see right there, spelled out EVGA. So, and again, for the i3, I apologize, that logo on that image is incorrect, because this was an i9 build, and I think Swifty's build is also an i9 build? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. We'll prove it tomorrow. But tomorrow we'll have the specs for the Swifty build. I think that's it. Also check out our promo, back to school promo. It's currently at originpc.com. It's like the first thing you see. Go ahead and check that out. You can get a free FireCuda hard drive for both laptop and for desktop, whatever you get. And I'm trying to remember. I think that's it. It's over. Omar's already packing up. He's like, man, I'm done with this. Go home. Go stream.
Cleaning the workspace.
Oh, you gotta be clean. That's true. You gotta be clean. And I think that's it. I don't see the giveaway. I'm gonna post a link. Hopefully you guys can see this. This is like the full link because I posted, or the one I told you guys was like the short quick link. So I just posted the link on Twitch. Facebook people, I apologize. I'm gonna see if I can get the link to you over Facebook. I'm posting the link on Facebook. Hopefully someone can see it. Mixer people, you're fine. YouTube people, I'm posting the YouTube link. So everyone has the giveaway. Again, we'll be live tomorrow, so we won't be too far apart. And hopefully Alexis will be all well and better to continue hosting the live build and the show. Omar, any parting words for our audience?
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Awesome. Again, thank you all for watching, for sticking around with us. The backup. Again, we're not the usual suspects here at the live streams, but I hope we did a good job. And with that, I think that's it. Again, thank you very much. We'll be live tomorrow, so stay tuned. Just check out our social media, and we'll see when we'll be live again. I hope you all have a good night, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. And Mighty Mouse, I hope you enjoy your PC. And I'm glad that I was able to host this and host the show together. See ya.
Bye.
She's the